Death match. Warm up.
I feel the strain. Block it out, Omen.
Fight.
Coward, run. No. Killed. No.
एटी डैमेज है। No. 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 બીજું કોઈ નહીં આવતું એસપી ને તો એક્ઝામ હતી।
हाँ मैं मैसेज नाख छोड़ो परम भाई ये परम भाई परम परम भाई
પરમ ને કેને આવી જાય પરમ આવી જાય અત્યારે
परम भाई यार
ગેમ રમવા આવી જાવ એમ કે
परम भाई गेम रम भाई जाओ
No.
ઓય ચૂકી ગયો।
चश्मा नहीं काढ़वा दे साउंड स्लो आ रही है मेरे को
Give in.
ઓય भेड़ चोद रेडी ज बैठो है तू भी ए यार केवो लंडे जेवो है आवतो જ નહીં
आयो तो
No.
आजो હવે કોણ રેડી બેઠું બોલ 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 વાર લાગશે ભાઈ કેટલી વાર લાગશે મારા ભાઈ બોલને મારી યાર હે લોડા તારું વધારે થાય છે ભાઈ લિમિટમાં ભાઈ યાર.
હા જો છે.
આ તો હું 10 માંથી 1.
બચી ગયો બચી ગયો બચી ગયો.
हिपोक्रेसी की भी सीमा होती है.
બચી ગયો બચી ગયો.
બોલ બોલ પરમ કેટલી વાર લાગશે તને?
સાપરિયા શું કહે સાપરિયા?
સાપરે પૂછ્યું કોને?
પૂછી જો એને આમ તો એ સોનીને પૂછ્યું હે સોનીને પૂછ્યું.
ના
રૂક હું સોનીને ફોન કરું હું સોનીને ફોન કરું.
મેં કર્યો મેસેજ હવે એને સોનીને.
એવું હોય તો વાંધો નહીં ચલો. અલા આયો રૂક કે.
અરે તને અડી નહીં?
હાસ તો
હે યાર મેં તો એમને મને એમ કે તું પેલા ખૂણે બેઠો હોઈશ.
કોઈ અડ્યો જ નહીં હેડ ઉપર. એ મન પડશે.
ના રે ના આ તો કમેન્ટમાં મેસેજો કરે છે સાલો. હા ના શું પડશે તું ક્યાં છે? અચ્છા તું માર્કેટ છે. એટલે મારી વાળી મસ્તી કરે છે એમ ને.
ભાઈ તું કેવું કરતો હતો ત્યાં સાલા લોંગ પર.
અલ્યા ધંધાની ના થવાનું એ આવે છે રોલેક્સ.
ક્યાં હેલા
આયો લે
હે
આયો
ઈ આયો. अरे
आयो आयो.
साला
ला तुम दोनों की जन्म कुंडली दिखाओ तो जरा. या आई एम अ डॉक्टर नाउ. ए अट्ठो तारो डॉक्टर वाला.
ઓય અડી જ નહીં હેડ ઉપર. એક બે ત્રણ મને પડી.
हाँ तो वे
साल હું તો કૂદકો મારું.
वो भी एज करतो हूँ. अरे मारी भी न्या जती यार एग्जैक्ट न्या पीपीटी बनाईने मोकल तो જરાક બ્રોડા. आजो ये देखो लवड़े को
मारना पड़ेगा. ई મારે સ્ટ્રીમ સ્નાઈપર બનવું પડશે.
स्ट्रीम स्नाइपर.
બરાબર બરાબર ઊભો હે તું.
1 minute remaining.
ના ના સ્ટ્રીમ સ્નાઈપ નહીં કરતો મારો ભાઈ.
અલ્યા પણ આમાં તો હું સ્ટ્રીમ સ્નાઈપ આપણે કઈ પૈસા વાળું લગાડ્યું હોય તો વરો.
ઓય એ
30 seconds left.
અડી નહીં અડી નહીં.
અરે
ઓ,
યાર
3 HP
147 यार
3 HP 3 HP 3 HP.
10
120. नहीं रंबू
ભાઈ તું
Rest
લાસ્ટ
now.
સેકન્ડ.
I will keep watch.
એ ઈચ્છાથી રોકાઈ દો પણ હું ના રોકાય મેં ચીટિંગ ના કરે.
આ ये આ ગમ્યું મને આ ગમ્યું ના મને ખરોખર ગમ્યું.
ચલો ભાઈ ટીમ ડેથ મેચ કરી દે.
પરમ આવે છે પણ એને વાર લાગશે એવું કે છે. ટીમ ડેથ મેચ રમી લે. तुमसे
Match found.
હું બી ડાયરેક્ટ સાંજે જઈશ રમવી હોય તો 6:30-7 વાગે. રોલેક્સ ગરમ પીપીટી બનાય. આ વેલોરેન્ટ તો એક માયા હે. હા હા.
Cool. Let's go.
ભાઈ પીપીટી બનાવવાની, એ પીપીટી અત્યારે બની જાય તો મોકલી દે.
બે યાર પરમ બી 6:30 વાગે આવવાનું કહે છે બે. ચલ હવે હું કરવાનું આ લોકોનું તો યાર. હું તો ભાઈ મારી ઊંઘ નહીં થઈ હજી. તું પેલા 1v1 જીતને છાની માની જીતી ગયો ભાઈ. તું હું ગૌરવ રમશું બાકી જેને આવો એ આવે. ઓય ઓ જો ભાઈ આ જો જોઈ લે. આ જોઈ લે કમેન્ટમાં.
સાંજે બહાર જવાનું. હેલો,
હા
પહેલેથી કહી દઉં સાંજે બહાર જવાનું હોય. આપણે લઈને આપણે બેટરી બદલવાની ને હેડફોન લેવાનો હાઈપર એક્સ
તો પણ એ ક્યાં 6 વાગે જવાનું છે આપણે.
તો ભાઈ યાર ગરમીમાં નહીં જવું એટલે એમ.
તો તું 6 વાગે જઈશ સાલા ન્યા એટલામાં તો પેલું સર્વિસ સેન્ટર બંધ થવાનો ટાઈમ થઈ જાય સાલા. 6 વાગે ના
તો
જવાય.
ભાઈ તો 4 વાગે જઈએ. 4 વાગે.
હા 4 વાગે બરોબર છે.
4 વાગે જઈએ.
આ બધી વસ્તુ સવારે ઠીક લાગે પણ સવારે તો હું કામમાં હતો એટલે બીજું કઈ નહીં. શું રમીશું? હે હે વેલોરેન્ટ. હા હા કોમ્પી રમેંગે.
આવે છે પરમ આવે છે.
એ તો
પરમ આવે.
6:30 નું કહે છે બે.
ના ના મેં મેસેજ કર્યો એને.
સાલા દૂર મળતા હે. હા હા અરે પરમ ચેટમાં હોય ને ઓય રોલેક્સ ને પરમ બંને સાંભળો અને વિજય તું બી સાંભળ. દર્શનને છે ને ફોર્સ કરો ડાઉનલોડ કરવા માટે. એ છે ને ટૂટીઓ રમાડે છે બધાને. હા હા કરીને ડાઉનલોડ કરતો નહીં. બધા એને લોડો મેસેજો નાખો કે ઇનકી અરે યાર આને પેલા એસએસડી લગવાડ ને યાર કલાક કર્યો યાર.
ખબર નહીં કોણ હે.
આ સામે વાળી રેસ જ હશે ચીની હારી. બે યાર માર નટેલા નીચે રહી ગયો. શિટ. ચાલુ થઈ ગયું ભાઈ. મજા આવશે હવે જો. હવે તું જો ખાલી શોર્ટ ચડી જો તું મજા આવશે તને. તની થશે ક્યાં હા 10 નો બીજો ભાઈ 11
અહીંયા જોજે.
શું છે? ચાલ હવે
જીજી ગણે જીજી.
Reloading.
Your fault.
ઓહ
પપ્પી.
ચાર લોકો
પપ્પી.
સાઈડમાં. અરે પણ તું બહાર તો નીકળ ના.
Grounded.
Here.
3.
શું ટેપ્સ આપ્યા મેં? હું ક્રેઝી રમું છું હું તો આજકાલ.
ભાઈ 90.
માકા
New stage in 10.
ભાઈ ગંદુ ગઈ ગયો.
Stage 2.
Grounded.
Reloading.
ઓ ભાઈ આંધોડે હેરી ક્યાં ગયા?
Grenade.
मार तू यार रेस सामने से निकली है व्हाट द फक शिट अरे यार नदी आने अंदर यार गरीब आमा नहीं मार जोड़े स्किन आमा स्किन नहीं गोश्त नहीं भाई मार जूनी आईडी जे हैक થઈ ગઈ ને એમાં હતી મસ્ત હતી એમાં ભાઈ આમાં શેરીફ ની ચાલતી હા આજે લાઈ બીજી કોઈ હોય તો બના પણ પ્લીઝ અહીંયા અંદર બેઠેલો છે માણસ
Oops.
94 jet.
My ult's ready. Party's over. Get out of my way. 3.
Nice one, Ganesh.
Get him.
हाँ
What's this?
what day
Pirate.
bro what Ali this city
I gotta wait. Nailed them. Three.
Raise there. Reloading.
मैं दो किल ए तू भी आई है
अरे मन हील गई थी बीजू पे
4.
नाइस वन नहीं अच्छा
Go get him. Headshot.
બે યાર જ્યારે અલ્ટ કરું ત્યારે પબ્લિક થાય
अरे सू એને ટેપ પડ્યો
Cutting their vision. Poor wretch.
सो आयो
બહુ મસ્ત
स्पैमर की औलाद साले भोसड़ी मच्छर की जान
Here.
भाई एक सेकेंड હવે हाँ
Here.
हाँ ये जो
Charge your ults.
भाई पीकत नहीं है तू यार जल्दी कोई
ભાઈ મારી પટકારે બહુ ખતરનાક પટકારે
Here.
रेज अंदर गई
My ult's ready. Blocking
એને
sight.
ડેમેજ 80
भाई यार रेना ने मारवा जतो तो यार सी यू लेटर आ भाई मड़ी हमरा
Give me those back. Get out of my way.
बे यार ग्लोब यार हट यार ग्लोब यार हट यार
Bye.
Dominating.
Bomb buddy out.
हाँ
Got him.
Charge your ults.
3.
15 kills to go.
Fire in the hole.
Inside.
4.
Hey यार भाई सी साइफर नो भाई नो टीम है यार आप
નાઈસ.
Here.
You had your fun. My turn.
Here. Here.
ભાઈ
જો પરમને મેસેજ કરાવે બોલે
એ જમવા બેઠો એમ કે છે આઈને જમીન આવે છે એમ કે છે
જમીન
જમવા
આવી
બેઠો.
છે તો આપણે અનરેટેડ કરી દઈએ યે तुमसे पहला न धूप की 151 થઈ ગયા સબસ્ક્રાઇબર્સ લેટ્સ ગો
જોયા મેં જોયા.
Match found.
આખા દિવસની ઊંઘ જતી રહી પણ 151 જોઈને મજા આવે હા તું માનીશ નહીં કાલ રાતે આપણે વાત થઈ ને પછી
Let's go.
ઊંઘ્યો નહીં
મેં ખબર હે મેસેજ કર્યો તો ને મેં તને.
આપણે આ લાઈવ પેલી મેચ પતાઈને ઘરનું થોડુંક કામ હતું ઈ કરવા બહાર જતો રહ્યો રસ્તામાં તું મળી ગયો હું તો ઊંઘવાનો જ હતો આ તો તે મેસેજ કર્યો એટલે મેં કીધું કરી લઈએ લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમ
તો રાતે રમવાની ઈચ્છા નહીં.
છે ને કેમ નહીં લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમ જ્યાં સુધી પોસિબલ છે ત્યાં સુધી હું કરીશ જ બધું હવે ફોકસ છે ફૂલ આના પર વિડીયો નહીં આવતા પણ જ્યારે આ તો મોન્ટેજ તો કલેક્ટ કરી લઈશ હું મોન્ટેજ બનાવી દઈશ હમણાં 2 દિવસની જે ગેમ રમીએ છીએ આપણે ગીત મળી જાય ને એક સારું એવું મસ્ત તો મોન્ટેજ હજી એક બનાવી દઈએ એક મોન્ટેજ 2 દિવસે એક બાકી તો રોજ તો લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમ ચાલુ બીજું શું જોઈએ બરોબર છે ચાલ્યા કરે હવે શોર્ટમાં મોન્ટેજ બનાવી દઈશ
Sister from
એક
another
જ
mister.
મિનિટનો
Let's have some fun,
Can we-
yeah?
વધારે એટલી વોચિંગ ના થાય
સબસ્ક્રાઇબર બી તો ગેઇન કરવાના હે.
હા શોર્ટ ઓન તો સરખી રીતના પહોંચે બી ખરી લોકોને
અહીંયા આવી જા કે એ પર
અરે તું કે ને ત્યાં ઉલેન મુઆ દરવાજો તોડી નાખું તાર માટે
અરે આ તો રશ કરવાનો પ્લાન હતો.
અરે હતો હું એટલે છે જ હજી લેન આ તોડ્યું હમણાં 10 9 8 આમ ગણ તું 1 સુધી
7 6 5 4 3 2 1
Nobody's here. Nobody's running.
Reloading.
Hey.
Going out.
નહીં આવે અહીંયા રશ નહીં મારે એ લોકો. જોજે ક્લો.
One enemy
One
remaining.
Here.
સી
Knife him. Let's go.
Quiet as a
નાઈસ થઈ ગયો લા પહેલો રાઉન્ડ.
Again.
આ તો knife જ કરવાનું હોય ભાઈ આ તો હું unrated. હા શોર્ટમાં તો વ્યૂઝ આવે જ તો
ચલો આવી જાઓ.
Here.
હું અહીંયા જતો રહીશ બ્લાઇન્ડ આપ
ઓહો.
Let's start this party. Grenade!
Stealing.
My camera is destroyed.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
तुम डबल स्मोक दे रहे हो
अरे आ रहे हो ला
અરે
મારું ધ્યાન ગયું લે.
ના મારું ધ્યાન
There.
ક્યાં હતું ખબર અહીંયા પેલો ડોર ખોલ્યો ને B2C વાળો
Smoke's down.
એટલે મારું ધ્યાન ક્યાં હતું મને એમ કે આ લોકો બી પર આવ્યું
लेफ्ट से आ रहा है
Enemy
लेफ्ट से आ रहा
spotted B. Molly. Stim beacon down.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Ciao. Grenade.
And
I hate to say it, but probably best to play as a team. So,
Protocol object?
what's the plan?
પ્રોટોકોલ
Need a drop. Thanks.
અલા આને વાય સ્પેક્ટ હે તો કરી ઓલો હું કહેતો હતો કે નહીં વાય દબાય થાય તો હે
અરે ઇન્સ્પેક્શન નું
This is our
બટન
home.
ચેન્જ હશે
Keep
સમજે
them
તો
out.
હું શું કહેવા માંગુ એના વાય ની જગ્યાએ બીજું કોઈ લગાડેલું હશે એને એમ. છે એ પે સ્ટેપ્સ
છે
Shadows traveling.
નાઈસ इधर है बेटा रूफ पे
Satchel out. Satchel out. Enemy spotted A.
what the fuck
Smoke's down.
1 HP
Last player standing. Spike planted.
આ ક્રોસેટ બરોબર છે એકવાર કોપી કરવા દેતો મજા આएगी
મેં તો કરી બી લીધું બેક સ્ટેપ
One enemy
Down and
remaining.
out. Launching smoke.
કેવો નોબડો ટ્રી કીધું તો બી
Cypher, just tell me where they are. I'll do the rest.
I'll do the rest. Cypher.
પ્રોટોકોલ
Need a drop.
Cypher.
Thanks.
Cypher. નહીં કરવું રહેશે યાર આ લોકો તો આવતા જ નહીં આગળ રિયલમાં RPX સ્નાઇપ લઈ લેવો છે આમાં ફરાઈ નાખું આખો દિવસ
બ્લેડ
હા એ પે નીકળી જા ત્યાંથી
Shadows traveling.
બી ગયા
નહીં નહીં હજી છે અહીંયા જ છે
રે जा रहे ए पर तेरी तरफ
હવે ગયા
અહીંયા ફાયર કરી દઉં
ઓ ભાઈ ઓ
रुक
Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Still just human.
Bro, fuck this game, fuck you.
No
and
one
you,
beats my
and
firepower.
you.
I got this.
I hate your friends and they hate me too. यार मैं खबर એને એક ગોળી મારીને નાઈફ હાથમાં લઈને હું તો દોડવા લાગ્યો
ભાગી ગયો
મેં કેમ કે મેં એકદમ આમ પ્રેમથી આમ ઊભો આમ ફટકારી ના લાગી
Reloading.
ये
I will
champion
rip
body.
the light from them.
એ તો હોય હવે
Stay
Get out of my way.
મર્યો રે भाई ये बैक सेट है
Careful now.
मारो
ભાઈ આ શું કર્યું
Cover going out.
They found my wire.
Reloading. Reloading.
गया बी बी पर जाओ बी पर जाओ बी पर जाओ
Yikes.
Cover going out.
कोई ए जा रहा है बी स्मोक ए बी है
ये क्या कर रहे हैं भाई
ए प्लांट
ये प्लांट है
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Last one down.
Are you nobody?
I will take back what is mine.
try so hard
I tried so hard
rank
and
up
got so far. In the end,
Blinding. Shadows traveling.
पड़ी पड़ी
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
दोनों वहीं पर ही है दोनों वहीं पर ही है नाइस
चूहा
Okay, take a break, guys.
यहाँ क्या करता है ये अभी तक
My smokes can block the enemy's line of sight. Once they're blind, move.
बैंडल किसके ना किसी को
रेस भाई अमीर है भाई रेस के पास है।
मेरे पे एक भी स्किन नहीं है
ये तो स्मर्फ है ना
नहीं है मेरे पे नहीं है
Need a drop.
नहीं है मेरे पे
मेरे पे
लाइक मेरे पे है रिवर बाय नहीं कर रहा मैं भी
You want to play? Let's play.
सी पे
Like butter, baby.
क्या बात
It's you and me.
मन पकड़े
ओमेन तो गया भाई
120 आईसो
Bomb buddy out. Reloading.
Smoke.
Satchel out.
Taken down.
Satchel out.
Spike down
Spike's
B.
here.
हाइपर सी पे जा
नहीं પણ એનું ટ્રેપ ફાયર છે ને
Smoke's down.
ब्रो कितने स्मोक है तेरे पे
Spike spotted B.
Reloading.
Right here.
One enemy remaining.
80
30
80
seconds left.
राइट से
Aw, thought you'd try harder.
ये
The nightmare is becoming real.
रेक्सिस आप जा
Need a drop. Thanks.
હું અહીંયા જવાની ટ્રાય કરું
क्या
Here.
અહીંયા
Give them no ground.
जा વારે શું કરવાનું ઘૂસી જવાનું
इस भाई के
Shit.
Grenade.
बी
No charges left.
ले यार કેમ હોવું છે યાર એક બી પર Nice.
Gotcha, son.
Spike down A.
ભાઈ હું હગ્યો.
Jet's grounded. Spike spotted A.
બી
Enemy
પર है वो,
spotted
एक
A.
जना बी पर.
Reloading.
हाँ वो यहाँ है यहाँ है।
सी पर है, चलो हो गया काम हो.
One enemy remaining.
Wait for me.
सी पर ब्रीच सी पर.
फ्लैश वाला इधर.
જોજે ન્યાથી આવશે જોજે. ઓ
Thank you.
નાઇસ વન રેજ.
Where will they go this time?
Fish. यार रेज મારાથી ઉપર કેમ છે મને નહીં ગમતું ખબર.
I can buy you man.
I am everywhere.
પણ કઈ નહીં આ તો અનરેટેડ है.
Stealing sight. Shadows traveling.
Grenade.
B के बाहर है तो
એ નતું છોડવાનું ને.
Reloading.
Cover going out.
સી પર છે કદાચ.
C
Camera taken out. They found my wire. Watch them run. Enemy spotted C. Got one.
थोड़ी जेट.
रुक.
Spike down C. 30 seconds left. Last player standing.
અરે યાર.
હું હો ગયો.
I find them. I kill them. Simple as that.
I need this. Thank you.
રેજ નું રિયલ રેન્ક હશે ડાયમંડ.
ડાયમંડ ની તો છે.
I need to blow something up.
તો
ડાયમંડ ની જ છે એમ. એનું પિંગ તો એ પે.
મારી ગાંડ ફાટી જ ગઈ હતી.
Cover going out.
રેજ દેખ લઈએ. એ हाँ बस वहाँ पर देख.
Blocking sight.
अरे 120.
It's you
Spike
and
down
me.
A.
ओम
गांडोरस.
અરે
કઈ નહીં, કઈ
છી
નહીં.
Last player standing.
વાહ મને ઊંઘ આવી ગઈ. છી.
Spike planted.
they can't hear you if you run.
I need more practice.
Anti.
I need more practice, dude.
I'll make them remember. They're only human.
I'm not able to shot on head. હું રશ કરું ભાઈ ખતમ કરીએ. मैं रश करेगा मैं रश.
6 વોચિંગ થઈ ગઈ હો તારી લાઈવ.
હા એ તો હવે નોર્મલ થઈ ગયું.
હવે 10 બી થવા લાગી.
Stealing sight.
એસપી આવ્યો.
ભાઈ જો યાર એસપી આવ્યો કરી મારો
એસપી
ભાઈ.
આવ્યો.
એસપી યાર મારો ભાઈ નહીં હડતી યાર.
जल्दी सरेंडर करो. जल्दी मारे एक ज रमाय फटाफट.
મૂકી દીધું સરેન્ડર. 4:30.
અડાચારે છે બહુ થઈ ગયું છે એટલે એક રમી પછી તૈયાર થઈ.
Smoke's down.
ભાઈ શું નુબળો છે.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
અડી.
Sit still.
Last round in the half.
Use everything you
Emergency.
have. We lose it anyway.
यस यस कर दो ब्रो कर दो
अच्छा जाना है तो भाई क्या
कर सकता है bro, कर दे कर दे
रेज है करी नहीं क्यों मैं भी करना है क्यों ये
Attackers win.
माशुरा પરમ સોરી પરમ ટકોર લખે છે આવું છું
फटाफट कस्टम करो फटाफट कस्टम करो
अरे रुक गजी एक ने बोला हूँ आई गया चलो विस्फोट बाहर निकल
बाहर जा तो तुमसे
हुआ
मस्तान
वाह
दर्द है दर्द तेरी आंखों में कितना फसाना
साइफर जीरो किल पर था
Warm up.
ऐसे भाई खबर नहीं रुकना ओके वो तुम लोग नहीं नहीं हट दिया
Who to smother first?
हाँ ऐसे
Fight.
ऐसे
Breathe deep.
बोलना बेटे
नहीं हटती
One down.
जूता रे हेड सी
Sky's dead.
भाई आवी नहीं अड़ती कहीं नड़ाड़े तो भाई हमने भी आवी सकती हालो जो छे
जो मारी जो ओ
ये खुद को मारे होला
जो मारी जो
हाई के
They're
एसपी बा
dead.
अल्लाह पेलो सब और पासड़ा तो
अरे मन ध्यान है ना रिवा एंगल तने हूँ लागा खबर नहीं पड़े
Dead.
ओ बे यार क्यों है
3 down.
अरे आ एंगल नहीं था तो केम यार जीवन में શું પ્રોબ્લેમ છે માર છીવે
एसपी નું થયું
आई गयो भाई आई
છીવે
बे यार
अरे ફીનુ આવું નહીં કરવાનું ઓહો
થઈ ગયા 5 જણા
End it.
हारो जोइन रहे जातो
ए 120 फिनिक्स 120
आलू से तो
अरे यार जेरिफ की मरो ने यार तुम थोड़ी कम फील आवे
ये भी है
ये वीकेंड नहीं गई ભાઈ તમે બંને ફાઇટ કરો. ભાઈ હીલ તો લેવા દે.
હીલ કે હીલ
હીલ. Yes, what the
Killed. Phoenix down.
અવાજ ના આવ્યો તને?
હા પણ મને લાગે પેલી બાજુ છે.
હેલો
બોલ
હેલો
બોલ.
બોલને ભાઈ.
Phoenix down.
અરે તું ના બોલ મારા ભાઈ. શું મસ્ત.
મસ્ત શું
ક્યાં ગયો અહીંયા કોઈ શું છે આ
ઓય $120.
Enemy down.
अरे 120 120. અહીંયા કોઈ હતું? એ કેવો બડો હે.
અરે મને એમ તો માર્કેટ આવ્યું કોઈ.
Phoenix down.
ભાઈ
અને આ બાજુ હારું મરેલો
10 kills remaining.
Phoenix down.
અરે યાર સ્પેમર કેમ આવું કરે છે?
આ વિદ્યુત સ્પેમર હારું
ચૂતિયું લાગે છે.
Goodbye.
કોણ કેમ કરે છે
એ પાછળ
કોને કે છે?
એસપી ને જ.
અभी दिखाता हूँ
હા વિસ્ફોટ ભાઈ. ટાઈમ પર મળે.
5 kills remaining.
Sky's dead.
અરે યાર મને દેખાતો તો તારા સ્પાઇક.
One kill remaining.
120.
One left.
ઓ બાપા તો આપ લઈને આવી ગયો. ઓ બાપા આને તો નાઈફ કરી.
Enemy down.
ના હેલે હજી કરો.
Anticipate.
કરને કર કે
करता क्या है
તારી લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમમાં બહુ ડીલે ચાલે.
હા તો હું જીવન.
અરે
હું પોતે એ જ વિચારતો હતો
ચાલુ કર દો
10 સેકન્ડ જેવું ડીલે છે.
10 નહીં ગાડા હજી થોડા વધારે છે
10 થી 15 બસ.
15 झाले 15
50
હવે આમાં ભાવતાલ ના કરો યાર.
50 ના
હું
તારું ના
50.
મારું.
હા તો
તો
જો
કોઈ રીત
50 કે 50 સેકન્ડ નું ડીલે. અલ્યા યાર
ભાઈ જોઈ રહ્યો 4:30 પેપર તો વેલોરન્ટ રમવા આવે.
તો એમાં શું છે? પેપર તો આવતા જ આવતા રહે.
પાયથન નું ચાલે થિયરી
એવું એમ
પાયથન ઈઝી છે ને
હે શું લખીશ?
ભાઈ
પ્રિન્ટ હેલો
ટોપર
વર્લ્ડ બસ.
એસપી ટોપર હે.
પ્રિન્ટ હેલો
પાયથન શું
વર્લ્ડ.
છે તો કે સાપની જાત છે કે
હા
સેન્ટિનલ ની જોઈ સેન્ટિનલ ની મેચ જોઈ
જોઈને 5:30 વાગે લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમ બી કરી મેં તો. હું વાત કરે એટલો ડેડિકેટેડ માણસ છું.
એક જ વ્યૂ આવતો તો એક જ
ના
વોચિંગ
ભાઈ
એક જ
23
લાઈક
વ્યૂઝ થઈ
હતું
ગયા હતા.
હું આ તો લે આ બે વ્યૂ હતા હું
23 વ્યૂઝ થઈ ગયા હતા.
ભાઈ મેં આયા
આપણે જી ની 15 તારીખે ને 15
બે
To be
બહુ
honest.
ઈઝી મેચ જીતી વે એકદમ આમ આપણે અનરેટેડ કેમ મસ્તી મસ્તીમાં જીતી એવી રીતના જીતી ગયા તો ટેન્સ તો કે
તાર
આ તો
જેવા
હું
પ્રો
આ તો
થઈ ગયા હશે એટલે
આ સાંભળવું તું મારે ચલો ભાઈ હવે રોજ રાતે પરમની એક સીટ તો પાકી છે તમારે શું કરવું છે તમારે રહેવું છે કે નહીં રહેવું
कोई जरूरत नहीं है मेरे को ऐसी सब चीजों की
એવું એમ ને વાંધો નહીં ના હોત
बस
યાર કોરોનામી આવી જાય તો લઈ લો ફટાફટ.
અવાજ ના કરને તું સાલા આઈડી બીજાની લઈને બેઠો એને
ના ના એ તો પોતાની આઈડી થી આવ્યો, પોતાની આઈડી થી આવ્યો.
जेट ई ना बस ये कर दे
મને સ્ટોરમાં આયન ફ્રેન્ઝી પ્રાઇમ સ્પેક્ટ્રેન 4 સેકન્ડ ઓપરેટર આ ત્રણ વસ્તુ સારી છે બસ
मारे स्टोर कईस ना तो
આય આવા
ઓપરેટરનું નામ શું છે ખબર છે? કોહાકો એન્ડ મત્સુબા.
અવાજ મત કર
મારું સ્ટોર બતાડું ગણેશની લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમમાં.
નહીં કેવી રીતના બતાવીશ
स्पेक्ट्रम वाली स्किन्स
લાય
एक्चुअली
બતાય લાય ના ના ઉભો રે પરમ હવે તારો સ્ટોર મારા લાઈવ સ્ટ્રીમમાં બતાય
ભાઈ એલ્ડર ફ્લેમ ઓપરેટર, પછી
ના
વિન્ટર
બતાય ભાઈ આ
વિન્ડિકેટ
બોલીને નહીં ચાલે એમ બતાડ
Match
હા
found.
તો તારા ઓલામાં જા સ્ટોરમાં જા સ્ટોર.
પણ એ તો મારું સ્ટોર આવશે
આમાં રમીશું સાઇફર. એસપી જેટ લઈ લે જેટ. એસપી
I
જેટ
am both shield and sword.
એસપી જેટ કા તો રેજ.
જાટ
જેટ લે કા તો રેજ લે.
એસપી જાટ
કઈ ના લે ભાઈ મૂકી દે.
એ લોડા બંધ કરી દે બોસડીના ડોચ કરી દે લોડા બંધ કરી દે F4 દબાઈ દે જતો રે કોલેજ જતો એક્ઝામ આપવું રેઝ લેવી છે સેચલ ની સ્પેલિંગ બોલજે જરાક એસપી શું થયું બધા ઉઠી ગયા પાણી પીવા
ના લે હું કયો એજન્ટ
નોય નોય તું સોવા લે સોવા મીન.
સોવા में नहीं भाई मारो
યોરુ લે યોરુ.
यूरू तो खुले नहीं मारा વાત
હા હા
બહુ રમ્યો છું ને તો એના કારણે એટલું બધું રમું છું 34 લેવલ થઈ ગયું
सो गया ये जहां सो गया आसमां मैं दर्शन ने હવે ઇન્સ્ટોલ કરાવો બે બહુ કરી સાલા કંટાળો આવ્યો મને તો
રોક મારતા હે
શું
Sova.
એને જ કીધેલું હું કરવાનો છું
Good story.
ભાઈ એ રોજ કાલ કરે ભાઈ. મેં
હા, એ
કીધું
કહે
તું
છે
And your
કરવાનું
file
છે,
is
પણ
missing. I mean,
એ આવતો નહીં
તને
બસ
ખબર
વાત
ના
થઈ
પડી
જાય.
શું કરે છે
એ આપણા જોડે મસ્તી કરે.
હા તો ભાઈ
ના ના મસ્તી નહીં કરતો એ તો
ભાઈ
કામમાં
મસ્તી કરે તને ખબર નહીં ભાઈ.
હોય હા તો ભાઈ મને નહીં ખબર બસ સોરી સોરી રીજે મને
એ
નહીં
તો
ખબર
ભાઈ તને નહીં ખબર. ભાઈ સાઇફર મેન
બંધ આને ટી-બોર્ડ ની માહી
સાઇફર મેન.
એ પર
એ પર
અલા મિડ પર હતું ગણેશ તારી જોડે.
ના ના
यहाँ से मस्ती चालू रही।
शिट यार, शिट पास बस वो हटका है यार, नहीं रहा
Last player standing.
बे रेज यार
Raise, you always work to lift our spirits. Thank you.
ભાઈ બંધ કરશો તમે બેન્ચો ચેટ માં બધું
भाई હું કઈ નહીં બોલું।
આ તું બી બંધ થઈ જા સાલા દીવાના હુआ ને મસ્તાના હુआ ને મરી કેમ નહીં જતો સાલા
ऐसे कैसे मरूंगा 15 फ्लोर चाहिए मेरे को इधर 5 फ्लोर ही है
મારે સેવા જ રમવાનો હતો
તું બી મરી જઈશ ટેન્શન ના લે હું પાછો ફેંકવા આવીશ તને નહીં મરે તો
Barrier created.
आया ऊपर नियॉन आई
Spike down A.
मारी मैं
यार 52 क्लो
कोकना पर सेचल फूटी तो
बेवे बेव साला एक जाना है
ठीक है
अरे तू भी देख मेरा भाई
પાછળ તો બેકસ્ટેપ જો બેકસ્ટેપ
કોઈ કામ કોઈ નહીં આવે બધા ઉપર જ
Reloading.
Best cheese it is साला
બેકસ્ટેપ જો
विजय गयो
Spike planted.
ભાઈ ફોડવાની ટ્રાય બી નહીં કરી રહ્યો
ફૂટા ફોડી જાય એટલે કરું
Hostile removed.
Enemy spotted A.
માટી
Battle.
પેલો ગોળી
Reloading.
Cage triggered.
તમે સિંગર સેવ કરો
પેલો વીચ્યો
सेव करो जो कि मराई ना खाओ सर लेफ्ट जैसे गांडा लेफ्ट जैसे
અરે બાપા ભાઈ
दादा
Listen for the wind. It will tell you where their jet is.
પ્રોટોકોલ
Can someone get this? Thank you.
ભાઈ આ તો ડ્યુ લિસ્ટ આગળ જતો નતો એટલે
ચાલ ને તાતો કોપી કરી સાઈ કે કોપી કરી તાતો એ જે સાઈ की गई तो भाई इनको क्या सेव करना जरूर
એ પર
वाह रिवील सब
અરે યાર આ કેમ આવું કરે છે આ લોકો
Enemy spotted A.
ભાઈ તે વોલ ની કરી મેચ
66 बेव
Still in sight.
घुसी गया जा साइड में
रुक
स्लो અને પેલી ડેમેજ સ્લો અને
Enemy down.
સ્કાય भी 66
Reloading.
લોંગ માં
थैंक यू
Last player standing.
even 75
Team A.
भाई स्काई ने तो मारवा नहीं दिया
ભાઈ પર રીલોડ માં રહેતો
Their lives are so meaningless. Might as well give them to me.
બાપા અરે એલાને
થોડી વીક પડશે એમને મારે આજે
લાઈન રેડ ગોલ એક મને આપ
મને જરા મોકલાઈ દે ને એટલે હું સકપ હેડ બુલ
બેન્ચ જ લઈ લે 150 રૂપિયાની
कॉलेज जाने भाई एग्जाम जे
कभी ना भाई मैं तुम्हारे लिए आया था ना ठीक है कोई बात
भाई
तुम्हारे लिए
मेरी
એટલે હું
थ्रो करे डूबू
Wall raised.
भाई ये पर अच्छे आलू आया ये
क्या છે વિજય
आया बी यार B।
મારા ખ્યાલથી આવશે રિટર્ન એમ લાગે છે જા
ઓય
જેટ
ઓય
જેટ
બી
જા
પર આવી ગયા ગણેશ જોજે તારી
પણ
બાજુ
તારું ટ્રેપ છે લ્યા હું ચિંતા કરે
અરે
છે
ખુદ કો માર લીધો
ક્યાં
કેવું
કૂદકો માર્યો કોઈએ કૂદકો નહીં માર્યો
Careful now. Found you.
બેક છે બહુ શાંતિ રાખો
અબે યાર શું વન ટેપ તો ભાઈ હવે પત્યું
74 છે
Spike planted. Last player standing.
40 આપી જેટ ને યાર જેટ
ભાઈ ડ્યુઅલિસ્ટ એન્ટ્રી જ નહીં કરે
ડ્યુલિસ્ટ આપે છે એન્ટ્રી લોકોને
હા સેક્સી એન્ટ્રી આવે છે
અરે તારા કાકો અરે ડોફા સામે બ્રિજ નહીં દેખાતો
પણ પેલા મેં એડિટ કરે છે હું બોલે છે કદી દીક લાગે
Charges? Check. Brakes? No worries.
કઈ બી એટલે
હવે ઉપર એન્ટ્રી કઈ બતાવો આઈ કે ગન આવી ગઈ ડોટ પાડ દો
પૂરે અહીંયા હું કહું છું એમપી પર
એ હું અહીંયા છું
Wall raised.
Need help.
એ ઉપર સાઉન્ડ
There.
એ પર આવો ભાઈ સાઈટ ની અંદર રહેના આ રહ્યો
એક ને મારો હોલ્ડ કરો
Spike down A.
ઇફેક્ટિવ
શું કહેવાનું
બે યાર સોરી
ભાઈ પડી
You fought well.
ઉપર જે ક્લો ઉપર
સેવ કર લે સેવ ગ્રેવ કર
શાંતિ રાખ
વોલ ગેમ સેવ કરે વાત પૂરી એક બાજુ વોલ કર
ક્લો છે બે
One enemy remaining.
Three down.
છે
बहुत सा जेट
ભાઈ પીક લે इसके વેન્ડલ લઈ લેવું હોય તો
ये के साथ हां ले जेट तो आई नहीं
જતો આવતો ભાઈ
જોજે પપ્પી માં
રાઈટ
30 seconds
બી
left.
પર એફકે કે જાતો
પણ આપણે સ્પાઇક ન્યા છે પાછળ જાય સ્પાઇક
અરે
પાછળ જાય
સ્પાઇક તો એ પર જ છે તું ઉભો રહે યાર એના
રેના રે એ પર
બી પર ક્યાં હોય ભાઈ
નથી ભાઈ
10 seconds left.
અરે મેન પર હશે ને
मेन में आता होता बिचारी एफ के जते रही है अपन
એવર
पोपट बनाओ आ लोगों बिचाइन से
ये ऑपरेटर सेव तो नहीं करेंगे बेटे
ઓપરેટર ના હોય
The wind shifts in our favor.
શું લાગ્યું she said she's to replace the
I need
she
this.
went but she will
बायाल ने गणेश
My thanks.
क्यों लगा कि ये तो क्या कर मार
Time to explode.
Barriers here.
बी છે અમે બી પર જ છીએ
ભાઈ,
હા સ્પાઇક
એ
સ્પાઇક
છે,
ના
છે.
વાગે સ્પાઇક નો
Enemy spotted A.
अरे यार मैं गन फायर कर
Destroyed. Enemy down. Where is everyone hiding?
हील गणेश
Healing you.
મિડ પર એક બે જણા ત્યાં
अरे यार ले आप राइट में ऑप्स पिक ना ले तो ऑप्स रीच
आया है मिड पर आवे मिड पर
अरे वाटर मत है रोड़ा भाई वाटर ऑप्स रीच थोड़े ऑप्स પાણી માં છે બે પાણી માં છે
ક્યાં આગળ પુશ કરે છે
પેલો કે પાણીમાંથી
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
ઓફ લઈ લેજે
ઓપલે બસ પણ અંદર આવો
સાદી ઓપરેટર
મને જોતી
That was good, but
હવે
we are
એના
not
જોડે
done.
સિંબાઈ લેજે જેને ઓપરેટર આપે છે તું
આ તે સબ આગળ પૈસા લગાવે
જલ્દી આપ
બીજી ટીમ એક મારો
જલ્દી આપ
લે છે હતા ને તાર જોડે તો પૈસા શું થઈ ગયું હે બોલ ને બોલ
બોલતા ક્यों નહીં
સાલા
કોઈ નહીં વિડિયો મારવાનો છે
Wall raised.
બચાવ લાલથી
તારા ક્લોઝ માં છે ગાડા છે
કોઈ આલે છે કોઈ પીક લે છે
Your duty is not over.
બે આ નુબડા રિવાઇવ કરે તો
વેટ કરે
Enemy spotted.
Opponent killed.
Spike down A.
My turn. My ult is ready.
ઓપી બ્રોડા ભાઈ ઓપી ગેમ પ્લે
શું ગંદુ
બ્રોડા ભાઈ તમને એક રિપોર્ટ જોઈએ કે બે
One enemy remaining.
બોજા
For you.
ભાઈ પ્લીઝ ડોન્ટ
ઓન તો બધા
AFK
30 seconds left.
હા હા
10 seconds left.
Your tactics failed.
हाँ भाई किल के भूखे नहीं लग रहे हो आप
Stay alive. I want their life, not yours.
मेरे को बोल रहे हो
કોઈ કિલ નું ભૂખ
આકે?
નહીં તારા સિવાય
આ કઈ ગન છે બે
ये क्या दर्शन નો અવાજ આવે કે અટકી
તું દર્શન
હવે આને આને દર્શન ના અવાજો આવે છે હવે બોલો
दर्शन भाई आप अकेले मिलने वाले थे
વાવ સિરિયસ લાગો છો ડોફો મેમનો સ્નેપ ઉપાડીને કે વાવ સિરિયસ લાગો છો ક્લાસમાં
Barrier created.
કોણ બેઠો હે ક્લાસમાં
Still in sight.
એ ક્લાસમાં કોઈ મેમ હશે એને સ્નેપ લીધો હવે છી યાર રેઝ ઉભો રે રેઝ ના બસ કરી
અલે 136 છે બધા 136
Spike down
136
A. One enemy
Be at
remaining.
peace.
136 મારવા જાય
You are in our way.
As much as this world hurt me, it's mine.
Drop to defend it.
मेरा प्यारा भाई
तुमसे
બાય લડો ભાઈ વિકેટ વિકેટ માં સ્કાની મારો બરાબર
હું ડ્રીમ વર્લ્ડ ટ્રાય કરીશ લેટ્સ ગો બહુ દિવસ પછી બહુ મંથ્સ પછી
બી વેલ
એ યાર
રિવીલ આપ
Enemy spotted A.
યે વિજય મને જો યે
રૂકો
Enemy spotted A.
નહીં ગઈ શકાય
છી છી
ખ્યાલે આ તો મરી ગયા બધા ચલ ચલ
નુબડા
બહુ જ ગંદુ
Here.
Spike planted.
I've got your trail.
Last player standing.
બે
હે આશીષ કાય સ્મોક ની અંદર
રાઈટ માં
Put down.
enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready. Give me a
Where is everyone hiding?
जा अरे क्या जाए रे
Cage triggered. This is no problem.
થઈ જશે
Clutch.
અરે जा કીધું તો
You copies
સ્ક્રીન
are
ઉપાડવા
nothing.
જાય છે બોલો
એ મારો એક જ કિલ છે મારા 10 કિલ જીત્યો લઈ
Okay, Cypher. I admit that was good.
અબે તારા 10 કિલ ની તો હમણાં કહું
એ
દેશી ગાબલા
કોઈ સ્કીન આપો ને કોઈ સારી હોય
વિજય જોડે બહુ મસ્ત સ્કીન છે એકદમ આમ કડક આહા મજા આવી જાય બે આ લોકોને કહે ને બે સર ખરીદે ને
એ તું વોલ બનાવવા જાને ભાઈ તું વોલ
I
બનાવ
will find you.
પણ આ હું અહીંયા જ છું વોલ બનાવું
તું વોલ નહીં બનાવ
અરે વોલ બનાવું છું
Barrier here.
આની બોલ જો
એ મને ના પકડ ભાઈ
એ ઉપર
હરીશો ઓમાં
I think they are okay.
જાઓ
સ્કાય નું ડોગી દેખાણું
કોઈ તો નહીં
ભાઈ શોટ નથી શોટ
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Sky 100
Sky 29 બીજા
Slip
મેમાં
away quietly.
ઓ નાઈસ
For you.
એ નાઈસ પાછળ હતી
Once more into battle. I'm not tired. Are you?
એરેક્સિસ બાય માગી
છે પૈસા બહુ
અબે
My
આ
ultimate is not ready.
રેના બાપ
અરે ઇંજ તો રહ્યો
પૈસા કોણ લઈને જતું રહ્યું
વિજય એની વેન્ડલ મૂકી
અલ્યા તો બૂમ પાડાય ને કે લોડા
છોડ એનું નામ નહીં
એને છે ને એસપીયુ થઈ ગયું છે આજકાલ ખબર નહીં કેમ
Barrier created.
મેરો જ ભાઈ
Enemy spotted A.
ઓ યાર કોણ તો રટાવ
રેનાને હટી જા રેના ડેમેજ આવ્યું એવું લાગે છે
બધા ગન ડેમેજ આવી છે Just beefing.
One enemy
Enemy
remaining.
removed.
Neon loss ami 7 ડેમેજ આવી છે neon માં
નાઇફ કરીએ ઉભો નાઇફ કરીએ
ड्रोन करता तू भाई
You were a boulder. I am a mountain. My outfit.
Last round before the switch.
Don't be cheap.
ये मेरा भाई
जा
कि मेरे को खोटा लगता है ना
खोटा लगता है
खोटा लगे तो लगे क्या बोल रहे ला पब्लिक
War raised.
वाह भाई तारू रिवील
Enemy
जो
spotted A. Enemy spotted A.
नाइस कवर नॉट
CSP
रिवाइव दिया फटाफट दौड़ी कर नाख मैंने साव के बीट
Your duty is not over.
मैंने जितना भरोसा
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Do not fight us.
Switching sides.
So
I'm the love
10 મિનિટ તો તારો રાઉન્ડ મેચ પતાય નહીં બરાબર આપણો
ચૂપ હો જા
જવું જોઈએ 12-4 થઈ જવું જોઈએ ફટાફટ
કેમ
જવું જવું
જોવા ના પાડે
Right here.
नहीं करूँ जा चे करूँ कर ले जा
तेरी आंखें इतनी नीली नीली
Come into the unknown.
हाँ
हाँ क्या हुआ
Revealing area.
Okay. Grenade!
अरे 87 क्लोव कोई ना वाटर
This what because हुआ
छी
Plant the spike.
ભાઈ જો 87 ક્લોવ છે ક્લોવ બહુ ગંદુ ડેમેજ છે
6 રાઈટ જસ 6 રાઈટ જસ 6 રાઈટ જસ
Gotcha. Wow, my eyes are down.
वाह जेट क्या रिवील किया अपनी पोजीशन
One enemy remaining.
नाइस
Okay, done. Grenade!
ठीक है ठीक
My stuff has malfunctioned yet.
एक नेड तो सर को नहीं नाची सकतो तारा जिंदगी पर
जेट विन जेट जेट विन जेट
तारा जिंदगी पर थू છે ખબર
इतने लो था बस यार मत
સહેજ નહીં ઘણા માટે રહી ગઈ ઘણા માટે
ए इधर तो दो लोग बीच में
શું જબરદસ્ત ઉપર હે ભાઈ ઉતરો તો નીચે ઉતરો યાર ના ના
Scanning ahead.
Wall raised.
આ તો હું એન્ટ્રી होल्ड कर नाइफ करिस नाइफ
One enemy remaining.
100 please knife 100 please 100
You should have been looking more closely.
Reloading.
मजा आ गया
Look your enemy in the eye.
मजा आ गया भाई
It
क्या
helps
जोक
with
आ रहा है
accuracy.
वाह
हो
रिवील तो मस्त था सेक्सी है तुम
परमानंद
एक्स वेट करे ना वेट
अरे यार શું છે યાર મને વોલ બૂસ્ટ કરવા જ નહીં દેતું
हां ले
આ જોન પણ આ રેઝ ગધેડી સાલી કાડી
Revealing area. Found them.
देखेंगे
Cutting their vision.
One dead.
One enemy remaining.
Barrier here. Grenade!
Reloading.
નાઈફ લાસ્ટ વાળા નાઈફ કરાવ રાખો યાર
हूं नाइफ
They're just
એટલે
batteries.
મૂત દિયા તેરે
I
નાઈફ
need a recharge.
Can someone get this? Thank you.
भाई मागवान ए भाई
મેં
મને
તને
એરેક્સિસ
શરમ આવે છે જેટ
મને એરેક્સિસ આપે
હા લે મને આપે પેલી ગાડી આપે
Weapon here.
200 लेवल है
અરે પણ
Okay,
ડબલ ડિજિટ માં
let's get
નહીં
set up.
તું યાર
क्या 200 लेवल है क्या 50
પણ
लेवल
રેના આપડા જોડે રોજ નહીં રમ
Satchel out.
Revealing area.
Satchel out. Grenade! I've got your trail. Fine, buddy.
Enemy spotted B. Multiple enemies.
Wall raised.
Planted the spike.
You had your fun. My turn. Vendor spawn.
एक ने था तो
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
कोडिंग है पण यार
पीक लो माझ्याकडे पीक पाहिजे
Cutting them.
पीक लॅक पण दोन की पाहिजे
Last player standing.
त्या पटावा आमचो
Where is everyone hiding?
ना था पण बोलतो मला
You forget. I always play high
Left my
stakes.
Alexis.
is what I trained for. Yeah, तो सीख
Match point.
Stuck out their last breath.
ला यावे છે કે સ્પેક્ટ્રમ
Can someone get this? Thank you.
कर वाई प्रेस કરીને ગીતો સાંભળતું આરામથી
ते वॉल कर मुझे है म्हणजे करू वॉल कर
Eyes up.
काय तो मारी है जवाय से कनी ये बीजी वस्तु
એટલે તું હઠો તારથી જવાય
Wall raised.
Scanning ahead.
Satchel out.
Enemy spotted.
There they are.
जगते ना
ક્યાં ગયો તું
ये डैमेज છે almost 100
Someone is A.
57
Our spike's down.
Spike down A.
My
One
old friend.
enemy
I have
remaining.
the spike.
57
Reloading.
will cover
Still inside.
right चल
Last player standing.
જી
72
एंटी एंटी एंटी
my
एंटी
god
एंटी एंटी
My city needs me.
मांगी लो भाई ना
Can someone get this? Thank you.
Send this quickly.
है गणेश से થોડું તો રાઈટ માં પડી ગયું
बे यार अपनी रेजर से काम नहीं यार
ये नहीं
ओ वाह
No prisoners.
क्या क्या आवाज आ रहा है बता
खराब आवाज था
Revealing area.
Cutting their vision.
ऑफ की
Enemy spotted B. You had your fun. My turn.
One enemy remaining.
अरे नाइफ करो चल तू
चलो चलो ना
Okay. Who's got this?
Attackers win.
बड़ा भाई चाहिए હવે કે રમવી છે
વિજેન્દ્ર માં હારો નો ભારો
હજી એક રમીએ એસપીન જવા દે એસપીન જવા દે આપણે એક રમીએ
ચાલો બોલ 1v1
હાલે કર 1v1 કર કરજે આઈ જા
મૂન બ્રોડા આવી જશે બ્રોડા બહુ બોલતો હતો
एक सेकंड थोड़ा क्या मांगते भाई
चल ना
एक ऐसा बैट का ग्रिप निकाल के
ब्रदर
मुंह आया बेब्रेट
हिम्मत तो देखो ब्रोदा को चैलेंज दे रहा है
माफ करे ब्रोडा भाई
Death match.
कभी कभी
Warm
मुश्किल
up.
जाती है
They demand a fight. Who are we to disobey?
Fight.
I'll find them. Quiet now.
આઈ ગયા ક્યાં
શું વાંધો નહીં બેઠો હતા બીજે હારો નો मैं गोली अड़ी तो જોઈએ તો
भाई हेड अडाड़ो तो मजा आवे हेड नहीं अड़े ત્યાં સુધી
वाह 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 क्या सीन है, वाह वाह वाह।
सेचल नहीं बाकी जेड 100 किल થઈ ગયા
અત્યારે તો એ સ્માર્ટ
ભાઈ તને કૂદમ કૂદી કરવી હોય ને તો અમે લીવ કરીએ બરોબર
સિરિયસ ગેમ
સર
આઈ જાય
સરખી રીતના ફાઇટ કરવી હોય તો આ વખતે પતાય હવે જે
Quiet now.
લોડા એ 50 રૂપિયા આપશે ચલ
એ તો ગરીબ હું
વિજયને ખબર છે કોણ કરવા હારવાનું છે એટલે કઈ બોલશે નહીં
ભાઈ કર દેને છોટ
આના પર મોકલી દેજે ફટાફટ
એ રમી દેગો
क्या है ला आई के
Quiet now.
શોર્ટ
આપણે એક જગ્યાએ પીક નહીં ગયો તો તાકો તો 360 માઇન બતાય કર
Quiet now.
હાર્ડ પીક લઈને બેઠા તો કઈ રીતે મારું કેમ
વાય દબાવજે વિજય એકવાર
નહીં એનામાં કઈ નહીં એનિમેશન
સામે વાળામાં તો બિલકુલ નહીં
સાલા जी बन
दोनों को बेवकूफ बनाया
बनने थी
अगर प्रेशर
वो बनने लो
Quiet now.
મને કરતા આવડે
है करे भाई करे
આટલી વેલા તો ક્લાસિક ની નીકળતી હે ભાઈ હેકર
क्या हीरो बनेंगे दोनों
मैं तेरा हीरो ओ ओ
ठीक है
दोनों अगर
अरे 120 मरियो नहीं
हाँ
ये तो આગળના શોટ પર હતો ભાઈ
આને કૂદમ કૂદી જ કરવી છે ટોપ આને પછી કે મને મારે એટલે મારે જ ને કે એટલે જોતો રહેશે પછી માણસ
કોણ તેમ બી આસપા મને કે છે
मार डाल ले पे मर गए लेते
પણ તમે ઓપરેટર જ હું કામ રાખી
हाँ क्लासिक
एने જ લીધી મેં નહીં લીધી
અરે હું એ જ કહું હા તો એને જ કહું છું ભાઈ કે કેમ કરે ટોપા તો એંગલ હોલ્ડ કરવા વાળી તો ગન લે
फ्रेंजी ले लो
ले મને માર ચાલ મને મારી દે
ये तो शॉट ही ये फ्रेंजी ने तो व्यू शॉट
છી
ચાલ ને થઈ ગયો બરાબર કે તું મને ડોઝ કરી દી
છી એસપી આ કિલ કાઉન્ટ નહીં થાય પણ તું હજી 3 કિલ ઉપર જ છે
ओ
ओ ओ
આયો બરોડા ભાઈ
हाँ भाई
ભાઈ
ट्राई है तो ट्राई
અટો
ભાઈ આ હંતાઈ બેઠો
હા હવે અંતેન બેઠો હવે અંતેન
तारो भाई अच्छे विजय तारो भाई अच्छे
आई के भाई अड़ी नहीं
लो प्रेम थी बोला थे आई के
आई के ओ काई के पान बना रसवा ओ भाई
अरे रे रे हमारा गणेश
130
गणेश जी
તો કે સ્પ્રે ઉપર આવ્યો કે
ભાઈ એ તો જીતવાનું છે તમને કઈ બી એ અમને ના કે એ જીતવાનું છે કોઈને બી હવે આ છે તમારી ફાઇનલ 1v1 આન પછી નહીં થાય
બે કેવો સ્પ્રે મારે
એ તો હેડ ના દેખાણો વિજય એનો બાકી થઈ જતી
મને આના પહેલા આ રમતા એમ બે પીક નહીં લેવા જો
Quiet now.
એક મારે ના એક તો મગજ બગાડો છો પીક ને લીધો તા કાકો તાના આવાસે મારવા તમે હેડ ઉપર
ના ના મારો તો મગજ ના બગડ્યા પરમ આટલામાં
હા મારું બી ના બગડે
હવે હું માણસમાં ફેર હોય
સ્કિલ ઇશ્યુ આ તો બીજું કઈ નહીં તો 15 રેસ માર દીધા હોય
એ મોટો તો ટેપ મારીને બતાય કે
ઓવર કિલ થઈ ગયો હતા
એ તો જીતવાનું છે ભાઈ
તો ભાઈ
બસ પાર કરી ટેપ મારવાનો તાકાત નહીં
રિયલ ગેમ પ્લે બતાડું
આ ટેપ તો હતો આવું હતું તે તારા કાકાએ ચલાયેલી આટલી દૂર શોટી હે
ચાલ ના
સ્પ્રે ઉપર આવી ગયા માણસો ભાઈ કે પોતે ટેપ કરો
એ તો કેવું વિજય
Quiet now.
હસતા હે સાલે કોણ હસ રહ્યો છે
એ તો અમને જોવાનું ભાઈ
સ્પેક્ટેટર છે
બે અડી
વિજય હું શું કહું તું
હિંમત હોય ને
બરોબર છે
હિંમત હોય
ટાઈમ વધારે છે
ટાઈપ કરી દીધું
જો ટાઈમ વધારે છે નહીં ક્યાં
1 minute remaining.
અનફેર ગેમ રમ્યો તો પછી આ પછી આવતો ના રમો
લે આઈ જા લે ગોત
તો નહીં રમો
ઓ માં
આઈ હવે આઈ તું કાઈ
આ હવામાં ગોળીબાર એટલે આકાશમાં જઈને પાછી વાગશે
હવામાં મારે
એના નાકમાં મારે છે
એ આલ્યા
છી
ના ના વિજય જાવ આ તો મસ્તીની વાત હતી જા
30 seconds left.
બચી ગયો
હા હા હા
10 seconds left.
તો પડી ગઈ વિજયન તાકાત મને હરાઈ ગઈ
હા લે જા
એટલી ગોળ ફાટો તો નહીં મારે
I'm not tired. Are you?
વાવ એકદમ નુબળા લાગો છો
કેટલી વાર ચીટ કરી એક બે
કેટલી વાર સ્પેમ કર્યું
એ લાઈવ છે કોઈ વીસીટી લાઈવ હે જોઈએ
હા ભાઈ મળીએ સાંજે
વોચ પાર્ટી કરે વોચ પાર્ટી
ના ભાઈ
કઈ
વોચ પાર્ટી કરે
વોચ પાર્ટી કરે તો પછી હું મારું પેલું એ બી
ખબર નહીં હો ભાઈ આમાં કઈ
ટીમ કઈ છે પેલા ઈ ચેક કરો
બે યાર
શેક
ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स ने जेटा ग्लोबल
शॉ-
स्पोर्ट्स ने
अरे
जेटा
ये अपने इंडिया की टीम है वो है
ग्लोबल स्पोर्ट्स ने जेटा वॉच पार्टी करते हो तो એમાં આવી જઈએ ચલ
હું તો કરીશ તમને અગર વાંધો ના હોય તો અગર તમને રમવી જોઈએ તો રમીએ પરમ તું કે
બોલ પરમ શું કરવું હે?
પરમ ભાઈ
આવી જા વોચ પાર્ટી કરી લે છે આવી જા પછી નીકળીએ કલાક રહીને આપણે બેટરી બદલવા
ચલો तुमने मिलन दूर की तुमसे जिया हर
It's 30 seconds to think about the next
seconds
round
left.
for Team Secret. Start putting the game plan together.
I mean, listen, you already have the 5 rounds. It's not exactly a bad half so far.
Sure. Anything else from here is just a bit of a bonus.
Yes, exactly. And yes, you know, the composition, again, it has a lot of power that you can utilize to promote the attack here on Split, right? Kind of cover some of the weaknesses that the map offers. But again, if you have good reads against your opponents, the trap plays you can set up with the Breach and the Fade that pairs along with the Raze, even the Paranoia to boot as well. There is a lot of ways that Team Secret can regain control.
It's amount of money. They know that he already has the ult online, so I'm kind of surprised that they don't try to take that rifle out of his hands. But, I mean, this is just a fantastic crunch. Just everybody, you know, watching the corners that they need to be watching the angles that they need to keep tabs on. And it works a treat for RRQ, so now in a position to maybe take the lead for themselves. Secret by a little bit wonky once again. Stinger, Guardian, looks like Jeremy just going to be playing with a Sheriff and a Showstopper.
You just got to watch out for that full send ultimate here on the side of RQ. See if they're prepared for it. Just going to trade the Snakebite for the Prowler, knowing that the weaponry is an advantage here. Flip's just going to try to set himself up. Bit of a miss on that Snakebite. He'll have to take a tick.
I wanted to bank that off the wall rather than an in towards mail, I believe. Let's just drift across that one. So repositions, and now we'll be keeping Secret guessing a bit.
Well, Secret, if they're able to take control of mid here, and then slow creep up with the Cyber Cages, the fault line, letting them know that Vent's been taken over. Now, no opposition. You sense that this is going to be a far back defense from RQ, but when does that Showstopper come out?
Okay, well, there's the boom bot. Bounce out onto the rafters, though. Jemkin, position for now, still masked.
Noise.
With the Wrath ready, and there's the kill. Jemkin can't get away from it. It's getting taken down, Jeremy. Knocked down to about 60 HP, but still finding the value, still finding the kill. Borkum just a lot closer than Xfero might have registered there. Ends up coming up with the elimination. Give them now the man advantage. Be low on HP. The rest of the team healthy here for RQ as they try to make their exit. It's just a little bit too whippy though with the Sheriff shots. Some damage found, but kill gets traded back. 3v3 now.
This choke point. They will get topped up a little bit by Elmimore.
And there's the first challenge for Borkum. Good for it. NDG now going to be noted, but Borkum continues to hold there. That elbow swings back around the opposite side to get himself a 4K and get Team Secret up to 6.
A big round, and RQ, I mean, I wasn't quite sure if Flips was maybe just trying to sell the idea of a fake that they went over to B, because they heard the boom bot come out from vents, so they knew there was presence from the Showstopper. But the cam not exactly seeing anyone actually enter into heaven, and maybe they thought it was already a rotate over or the main forces were already set up on B. Whatever it was, Jemkin tries to get the pick, but the Showstopper's already out in the air. And NDG once again, just good, you know, kind of crosshair aggro there in the last bit, setting up Borkum for that third kill.
Last round of the opening half here. RQ looked to try to tie this up 6-6, but 7-5 for Team Secret on the attacking open would still be incredibly strong from them. Especially considering that they're playing an unorthodox comp. See how they fare though. That Nightfall still available from Envy.
I mean, if they'll probably check main with contact here. Well, Guiding Light might have to change that a bit, but I was expecting they might just check ramp with contact and then use it to push out of screens once again. Now that they know that there's presence.
Quick clear on that Trailblazer. No way to spot anything. Is Jeremy's in the corner, is able to find Jemkin, trades that back. Elmimore hearing the rotations as they push their way up forward into the
hello
guys. Lands right there next to Astray and is able to take him down. Dash going to be lost at the same time though as Elmimore finds one. Jeremy pushing back in, but it's that full flash from Elmimore top ramp. Repeats, he's whittled away at. Now Borkum going to be dead, and that's just about to be the close up here. Shider. Down to 30. Envy is now left all this lonesome. Spike in hand, but as he turns back towards the site, Xfero will take his head off. 6-6, RQ. They do manage to keep it neck and neck in the half.
Team Secret, there was a good way that they could have tried to secure that last round as well. Sure, send the Nightfall, but they want to take advantage of it because of the numbers, right? They didn't quite feel safe. They didn't have the spike planted just yet. So they want to take advantage of the fact that, okay, they don't have audio, they're on decay, let's push back out and kind of clean up the surrounding area. Unfortunately for them, Elmimore not hit by the Nightfall. He's able to use a Guiding Light to buy time. Of course, he doesn't get the immediate trade, because he flashes himself a little bit on that swing, but it's enough to draw out even more of Team Secret away from the site. That gives space back onto screens. Now it's tied 6-6. Of course, again, considering split overall, sure, Secret gonna be okay with that. A pretty solid scoreline.
I mean, again, I wasn't expecting this comp. I wasn't expecting the game to be this close at the moment. So I think that this is still positive trends right now for the side of Team Secret. It's just a matter of whether or not they can get over that finish line. Because again, they have not gotten a win on this map since they played against Paper X week 2 of last season before something had joined the team.
Yeah, where Jesse Vash gets that knife kill with the Cypher. That was a long time ago.
Hello.
Even then, you know, since then, I think they've maybe only played 4 times.
Yeah,
most recently, you know, was versus Zeta in the LCQ.
Oh, 60 FPS.
Which, I mean, we saw, right, from the stats of RQ's win record so far. Even LCQ was a while ago. So Team Secret trying to turn a new page here in 2024. And so far, I mean, I'm liking the comp and the idea. We'll see what reads they have, though. Because the way you got to play this on defense, you got to have a real good read on RQ setups already.
Yeah. Don't have that double control. You don't have that Viper to really try to slow up the other side of the map. We'll see what this approach ends up looking like. It's a couple straight shots out.
Global lead source and pai ase kadach.
It's a little bit of damage.
Emma dot wage lakhiu tu. Emma dot wage lakhiu.
His camera's still there on ramp.
Predator, bhai. Predator out the
The
sponsor.
camera staying alive, the trip staying alive, all of that is a lot of information for Secret. They already have main control as well, and again, this is what you gotta do, right? You gotta be a little proactive. Chempkin.
So the paint shell to create some space here for himself. Only more in the meantime, rushing forward, just ready to charge through that cage. It's not still in a fully committed position, still just lingering right here around mid. You draw some additional attention over with Jesse Vash now running back through the spawn. Paint shell will clear out male. That's going to make Secret a lot more confident this does end up going towards A. Only more on the drop down. NB able to find that kill, swing it out. NDG just running and gun and comes up with the goods. Elimination found. Jemkin here at L1 spots him. Right click will finish him off. No HP bars though. Is okay. That's dead. That's a spike now stranded up onto heaven.
I mean, if Jemkin can just stay alive, buy time for flips here. No, it's gonna be split 180.
Now watching back in for this one though. The wall comes up. Yep, he's just gonna get shot from behind. Jeremy with a headshot, able to find it, and there's just nothing else the Jemkin can realistically do here. Push up the challenge, not ready for Jeremy in that position. That's gonna be another pistol round going the way of Team Secret.
Splitting 1-1 on the pistol so far on both maps. Chempkin, 17-8-1, doing the lion's share of the frags for RRQ, but they just couldn't. I love how the way they played the right? They tried a lot of the util. They drew the fault line a second time. But at the end of the day, they just can't get into the site. It's going to be Envy and NDG bugging them up, gunking up the entry from heaven. They'll take a little too much of their casualties.
Valorant na headphone kitla na BCT na.
Just gonna be heavy stack and push here as well. My God. Jemkin and Estrella taking quite a bit of damage there. Heals not available anymore. Does not have those purchases coming into this round, so they can't try to fix any of that. Jeremy will be able to find one before getting taken out by Jemkin. Classic claims him, but that's gonna be a judge picked up. The HP bars continue to suffer as Xfero as well now. Whittled away at down to 56.
Yeah, if Jemkin had full health, sure, you can try and blast back with the judge, but right now things look a little dire.
વાત હું એ જ કહું છું બે આ લોકો કરતા આપણે સારું રમીએ છીએ.
ચલો ટુર્નામેન્ટ પર શું થયું ચોટે ગયું
એ તો હું ચોટ્યા કરે જીવન છે.
ન્યાસાજી જીતા હુઆ
ચોટી જાય ક્યારેક ક્યારેક આપણે રિફ્રેશ કરી દેવાનું.
This position noted. NDG will go ahead and finish it off. It's just one casualty here on the side of Team Secret as they now move up 8-6.
And a really good setup there on the double team between Jesse Vash and Borkum, right? Once Jesse Vash is back in position to help with the trades and the crossfire, you send the paranoia out to buy time as soon as you get an inkling, and then you're hiding, making them think that they can swarm you. Jesse Vash is there, immediately capitalizes on the paranoia, and then it's just a crossfire. Clean and set up with better weaponry. So while, once again, RQ, they do what they can to make sure they have a numbers advantage, the weaponry, etc., the utility, all in favor of Secret. So far, we're seeing the positives of this comp. They're playing it to perfection, taking over this aggressive space, basically denying any use and value of that toxic screen.
Robbing that away from him. Judge now positioned right in front here. They'll clear that out at range, but Flip Shutter, yeah, with a quick little peek in, does manage to find Borkum. Do not know about the Judge around the corner, but it also looks like widely RQ have very little interest in playing in towards Garage.
Now,
for the time being.
At least
no
20
smokes
seconds.
remaining on the side of Team Secret, though. And that trip, they want to send them to B, right? They want to let them know we pushed out of A. You
There's the
gotta go
dog,
to B.
and there's the 1-2 pump.
Oh, it's set up just too perfectly. Gets a weapon as well.
Jump pick across, spotting two, fault line sent there. Sparrow will catch NDG, trying to lurk his way out of vent. This is a big spot of bother for the set of RQ, but that being said, Fash does fall down. Now, blast packing over to the side. Jeremy trying to play elusive, swing around the corner, and Jemkin landing. Plants his feet firmly, finds the kill. Envy now alone to see what kind of damage he can deal. Jemkin at 19 HP. Spectre in hand, full util available here to the fade. Drift across, tries to get the jump, gets the headshot in. Xvero going to be taken down. Now the 1v2. Sets the interrupt on the play, but they're running out of time. Haunt cleared. Jemkin out into the open, caught with a blast pack. Now the C's around the corner, trying to get the catch. Estrella able to dodge that, but Envy gets the headshot. He's on his feet. For damn good reason. One hell of a clutch. As Team Secret now stretch the lead by 3.
Envy made every single decision perfectly. Everything to lead him one step closer to that clutch win, to that Red Bull clutch. Right, he first of all tries to isolate. He expects someone else is still going to be in main to create that crossfire. Takes out Xvero. Then he tries to delay, gets to delay once it's on the second plant because of time. I mean, yeah, you got to shout. You know it's going to be a 1v1. He knows he's low. And then the C's immediately after because now you have to stick the plant. All of it to perfection. Keeps the lead here in the second half. Gets that bonus for them. Showstopper online as well. On both sides, but it's full armor for everyone on Team Secret.
RQ this time taking a little bit of space there in Garage, not wanting to concede it. Will immediately drift away.
बस अमुक लोग का मानसो कोई ने कहता नहीं कि रंबा जाए Valorant टूर्नामेंट में हिस्सा ले.
Jeremy though. A little bit of an off angle. Not often that we see too many players up on top of box just in the exit of the Garage.
भाई तो टूर्नामेंट की चालू तो सन डायरेक्ट VCT में तो कोई नहीं ले सके.
Just gonna be tuck away there from Flipshider.
They heard this. Obviously, the trip gets broken as well. Trying to weaken the plan, but at a certain point, you're going to want to start to send Xvero to get value. Whether it's to A or B, that remains to be seen, but it looks like they just want to pressure them there. Expect that they've weakened the site. Now, this is all bait. It's for Jeremy. Everyone's
he's slowed up. The flash is in, but Jeremy covers this mission just a little bit faster. They didn't quite read where he was. He gets himself a second kill before getting taken down. Now Borkum holding things firmly on the site. Went back out in NDG. Looks like Sparrow just not ready for that one at all. No. Flash right into his face. He's still plus forwarding. And things are really starting to slip. RRQ not in control at all here in this second half.
We've seen a couple of these moments where Elmy Moore gets a little rushed with the guiding light. When he's gotten away with it a couple times, but when push comes to shove, I mean, first of all, that was going to be a hard round no matter what to clutch, but it's just unfortunate that we're seeing these micro mistakes. If they're happening when you're getting pressured, even if it's not an impossible clutch situation, right, they're likely to come up. So I was fully expecting the timeout because a lot of panic starting to show. And probably something that Coach Iwa is going to need to talk about is the players in the server, they might not have any idea what's going wrong because quite frankly, they feel like they're taking the control of spaces that they wanted to, right? You're able to push them out of mid. Now that you've identified that they push early, they get early control of main and Garage on B. You push them out of there. You have that control. You clear mid again. You have Vents control. What is going wrong? We tie them up in ramps. What in the world is going wrong? And that's something that Coach Iwa's going to have to talk about. One of it is, of course, you're not drawing out all of the important util. You draw out a fault line, sure, but then there's still a Seize, still a Prowler, another Haunt, another Paranoia. There's just a lot in the bank that can be used at various ranges that they'll have to account for.
Red Bull buy
right now that Secret have control. Both economy very much in their favor as well as that Nightfall about to be online for Envy after the clutch. Showstopper, Neural Theft, both ready to go.
Red Bull.
4 Stingers and a Sheriff to see if they can try to find a thrifty win. Paint Shells lead the way, but Trapwires for now still standing to get spotted out a bit by the Trailblazer. Stingers. No one's weak. Just playing a long range. Still got that camp in heaven as well. Jesse just basically about to just full util dump everything that he had, and does so. I mean, but again, Team Secret, they don't mind if they get pushed away, if they push RQ away to me. In fact, they'll just get a double kill before that even happens. Be playing off that so perfectly. And they know the TP back there from Estrella. As he does get knocked down about 51 HP. But jump up, Jemkin trying to open things up a little bit more, trying to find that catch. But as Vash manages to stand his ground. So in the meantime, trying to get his way out over onto the site. NDG not necessarily reading this at the moment, but also not really in a position where he's going to get caught whatsoever by this Viper. Oh, look at Jeremy's position on the minimap. He goes down, I mean. And there you go. Finally sussed it out. Cleanup is going to be good. Just Envy lost in the fight. Team Secret now up to 11. As it's again another 5-round win streak going into a second half. Yeah, 5-round lead as well off of that. Of course, tied 6-6, but a great position here for Secret. Not only do they get, a happy amount of rounds in the first half, but everything coming to fruition. And we talked about, again, the kind of high risk, high reward that this kind of comp can bring to Split, but so far the reads are on point. And the way they're cycling a lot of their util, they always have kind of the ones that don't refresh, like the Paranoia. It's always in their back pocket. So much util spread out across these next 2 rounds. Very slow going here for RQ. Showstopper at the ready, spots one, gets the cleanup. Elwin Moore going to be fast and traded back. So it's just going to be raises taken down on both squads. Yeah, but the raise down on a single duelist for RQ, and it's not, anything else that can really force the site open either. It's just the sky right now for the initiator. Things are looking rough. The only thing they can hope for is Xfero on the lurk, but he doesn't exactly have control of the site just yet. Creeping their way over now. Towards this A side, Trapwires still there, still not dealt with. Wizard can try to spot him out, but just a couple shots.
Verbal and a non-verbal and a corporate expedition.
Just heard them moving forward.
verbal non-verbal बराबर
now trying to spot things out. They have identified that NDG is going to be back screen, but displacing him is still going to be a completely different task. Bash now arriving up in heaven. We'll be able to find the final 2 of the round as Secret looking absolutely dominant here on Split.
Great showing. And I love it because they bring out their own interpretation of a composition, and they're using it so well, right? It's not just that they're fragging out, but the way they're tuning their utility, the way they're understanding how to create space, how to take space, the way that they understand on defense, we're going to have to push out on the early rounds to take control of a portion of the map. I mean, all of it clearly shows us that this is not a result of, we don't know what else works, let's try this one. This is a result of a goal was met during the scrims. We came in with an idea, and it's time to show RQ what it tastes like.
Can they hold on? Feels like 6 rounds in a row. No, Secret have done just that. Right now for RQ, feels like an impossible task.
Well, right? Both Nightfall and Rolling Thunder online. These Secrets aren't going to mean too much.
Envy fishing around. Sparrow does get tagged up a little bit as Envy will be able to get a catch. She does fall.
SP जो विकेट करे भाई स्मोक नहीं अंदर की एचएन जे मारे हुए कर ले
on the side itself is able to find Xfero and keep them very much in a winnable position. They look to close out this map. Flips, about to be jumped here from behind. Fault line set, finds one. Pulls off the angle, but does he realize that he's being hunted? 2 more players behind him. It's Borkum now.
Oh, this is a cheeky spot.
First line of defense.
Off angle lane better.
The corner gets one. They can't comment fast enough. We're taking down Borkum.
He's doing clutch.
He will be the closer. 3 kills for him as Secret run away with the map here on Split. 13-6.
GTA team. Game में जितवाना था.
RQ looked good on Breeze, but you can't count out Secret. They came in prepared, and quite frankly, again, I mean, both teams with some changes here, both in terms of kind of who's playing what agents, the compositions, things like that. So this is a fresh slate. So it's not even really the story about, well, Secret does well in the rematches. They come in prepared with the ante. It wasn't about that. It was more so about the fact that Secret had full confidence in what they had prepared.
Well, we have a 3-map series here on our hands, but first, we'll go ahead and pass this back over to the analyst desk to break down all the craziness from Split.
And just when you thought it was going to be over, Team Secret said nope and took RQ's map pick from them of Split.
Yeah, that's my job.
Wait, Joe, Ganesh, no, Helios 60, Helios 60, are you there?
A flawless defender side for them. An incredible performance. Their attacker side looked really good overall. Kind of similar ideas, I thought, to what we saw in Breeze, with a lot of mid-pressure. And in that last round, or the second to last round of the first half, RQ found a way to deal with that, where there was a showstopper available for Jeremy. They get ahead of it. That was good, but then they get over to the defender side, and Team Secret just ran them over. I mean, it was crazy how strong they looked.
Yeah, it was pretty beautiful. I mean, the defenses they had on the top of A was just like, there was just no getting in for the side of RQ. Every angle covered, and then on the opposite side, it just felt like the entries from the side of RQ weren't that great. So kind of falling apart there. Was 6-6 half, but just the flawless one side was just too much for them to handle.
I think there were some little warning signs early on, Valdez, when you pointed out, too, when we saw the kill count, and it was a little bit too heavily skewed towards Jemkin and Elmi more very early on.
Yeah, I mean, the other 3 players had 2 kills apiece, and it was 12 and 11, respectfully, for those other 2 players. So definitely felt like there was a little bit of carrying going on even from the beginning, and then once they got to attackers, it was just kind of lights out for them. They had a decent amount of first kills, but look at the post plants, 0 out of 1. Like, they didn't have post plants.
Well, that just goes to what you're talking about, right? Like, just doing such a good job of controlling the pressure points on this map, not giving them the opportunity to get there. Envy really popping off here. Borkum had a great game. So some of the players who were, well, Borkum had a good breeze, but Envy in particular, who did not have a good breeze, showing up much more here on the fade. This double initiator really worked a treat, especially on the defender side and the attacker side, to be honest. The 6-6 attacker side is quite good on Split generally. You'll take that most of the time. So really everybody stepping up big time. Yeah, Jesse may not put up huge numbers, but the breach util does a lot for delay. They did a great job. One thing that I really noticed with Team Secret, especially on their attacker side, was the way that they cycled their ults. They were staggering them. They were only using one at a time. Like, you know, the casters were talking about it. You could see when you have the Rolling Thunder and the Showstopper available at the same time, you could, you know, launch the Rays with the Rolling Thunder, but they didn't need to. They were just like, we're just going to use one or the other and then save the other one for the next round, then do that. So really smart game planning here from Team Secret.
I do like how Jeremy, you know, stepped up. He wasn't looking on his best form the other day. So and honestly the last map. So seeing him on this map, starting to feel more comfortable. I mean, when you're on the Rays flying through Split, you need to be confident with every decision that you make.
Yeah, it was kind of funny too because this map started off with RQ. You know, they won the pistol. I think it was a 4K, just like lining them up. It was crazy. And then for some reason after that, it was, you know, it was very even in the first half. Obviously, it kind of went back and forth, but, you know, we had an ace from NDG who was looking pretty good, and, you know, there were some nice comeback moments for Team Secret, kept it close, and then really, you know, it just felt like a totally different map once we changed sides.
But you could see some of the ideas, like, with this double initiator comp, it puts this like kind of like
pressure
on you as RRQ to have to worry about being caught by it, getting tethered, because it's a lot easier on split sometimes to kind of like track those angles and deal with that. And then even, you know, throwing in the judge in there for Jeremy, you know, catching them right outside of BB. Everything so well thought out with this composition for Team Secret. So, you know, we talked about earlier today that it's hard to come into this stage and know what teams are going to do, what maps are prepared, what agent picks are prepared, and now we're seeing that, you know, finally a team has come and cooked something and it's actually come out well done.
Like the cooking process there. I really just enjoyed that.
Hello.
That sounded delicious. He's not just an elevator guy, he's also a chef. Does this change your predictions at any point? I know, again, infamous flip-flopper here, just in case with how things going.
Yeah, I'm infamous for a reason. I do kind of feel, you know, before we started this segment, I'm like, maybe Team Secret take this actually. I mean, going in an icebox, I think they should be pretty comfortable, and RQ did look kind of flat in that second half. I think that was mostly just because Team Secret playing so well, and they really shut the door on them. So as long as Team Secret keep up this level of play, I mean, there is a pretty good chance they go into this map of Icebox and take it. So I'm not going to change my pred. You know, I've turned a new leaf for the new year.
New year, new
stick
you.
with RQ. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm not. You know, I'm willing to say that okay, there is a pretty good chance that Team Secret take this anyway.
Very happy with the growth of Valdez. Definitely.
I'm gonna
stick with RQ, but I think it's gonna be really darn close on Icebox. I mean, obviously, you know, seeing it from both of these teams earlier this year, both of them had to play Genji on it. They both pushed them basically to the limit. I mean, there was the overtime, right, with Team Secret. RQ got close to the overtime, so I don't know. I still think RQ probably has a little bit more firepower and those kind of things. That's where I'm going to lean. I'm going to stay with RQ.
Okay. I will share my thoughts on that after we address the guess in-game poll result. The question was, who's going to Thrifty first on map 2? And because there was no Thrifty, both of them managed their economies like actually really well. Nothing happens. We stay in gold. Forever gold, Pony boy.
I should have bet on no Thrifties. Yeah. I wish I could have bet on no Thrifties.
Yeah.
I was denied.
I know.
I think all of us would have bet on that though. It's not very common that you see a Thrifty, right? So.
We did have record of you saying that, so I think, you know, mentally we know. In terms of how this is gonna go for Icebox, it can go both ways. Especially with performance like this coming from both of these guys. I think if it was because it's a 1-1 score, I know how strong Secret can be on Icebox, so I'm actually now clearly up in the air, but I will stick to my prediction because it's a new year, like Melvin said. We're just gonna stick to, we're gonna commit.
So proud of the girl.
A year commitment.
So proud.
Yes. So here Jeremy, Jemkin, again, both of them performed phenomenally, but Jemkin just couldn't be the only person.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to, I think, you know, the defense we've talked about a lot on that second map, but it just feels like everybody's pulling their weight on the side of Team Secret, whereas even in the beginning of the map for RQ, it just felt like kind of a two-man show from Jemkin and Xfero, and the rest of the guys eventually caught up, but yeah, it just felt like a better team performance from the side of Team Secret, so, and the fact that Jeremy also hit 333 ACS is pretty good, on top of everybody else performing really well, like a 31% FB percentage as well, so yeah, I think they've got the hot hands right now, and I think this is going to be a very close match. Wouldn't even be surprised if we go to like overtime or something like that on Icebox.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is very highly likely. We are going to go to our agent picks now for the third and final map of this first series of today between Team Secret and RRQ.
I was going to say, Jesse's playing Sova, I can tell you that right now. Like, before that even came up, 100%. But, okay, Envy going to be on that KO. You're seeing teams kind of lean into this a little bit more with that extra space on B. It's a little easier to flash behind yellow and things like that, so teams are going into it. But then RRQ going with more of what we're seeing globally on this map now with the Gecko, some kind of double initiator. But it is the Sova, so you're seeing this kind of interchanged. It's either that or the KO usually, and it is going to be, interestingly enough, the Sova RQ is going to go with. But I think this has been kind of a story of you know, who's been able to sort of
Ho
have
gaya
their
nahi
full
aapka.
team come into the map
અલ્લો
and play
પણ
their
તે
best.
ઓલું ઇવેન્ટ
And
કરવા ને
it's all
એમાં
the
આપણે
praise of
બધાને
RQ, Team
પ્રેઝન્ટેશન
Secret
આલો
on
આપણો
the
પ્રોજેક્ટ
split.
ના
Alia, हाँ,
Statistically, this should be very close.
Yeah, historically, even since last year, both these teams have kind of been neck and neck every step of the way throughout Pacific. So we really don't know what the outcome of this. This is going to be a very exciting third and final map. And to take us through it, we have our casters, Achilles and William.
Thank you very much. Yes, let's go into the action. Icebox to see who is going to be walking away with the win with that crucial championship point. Both teams have put up some strong performances on this map. Back at kickoff, RQ playing it twice versus Gen G.
Yep.
10-13 score lines both times.
Yes, exactly. Getting very close to that overtime and potentially the win, but never quite. They didn't really have what it took to just keep up the round-to-round adjustments near the end. We'll see if that's a different story here. Of course, Team Secret, they were playing the Sage back then. They were experimenting with it. Now back to the KO for Envy. And honestly, Envy's KO on Icebox, it's one of the best highlights we've had through and through for Team Secret, all for the first season of Pacific last year.
Shock dart out as, ooh, Jimkin, okay. But a wonky timing there. Ups off the angle moments before he would have had the lineup. Doesn't get punished for it, though. He'll just be drifting away and actually getting himself very much situated in mid. I mean, despite spotting out quite a few people, it's widely the site conceded here by RRQ, looking to just play a full retake.
સાંભળ
As Team Secret
બોલ
themselves
name
in the
work
mast
શું
here.
લખવાનું છે જોડી જાતે
Dart is going in. Not going to find the connection there, but Jemkin able to
એનરોલમેન્ટ નંબર રોલ નંબર નેમ પછી ડિવિઝન બેચ તો લખવાની જરૂર નહીં ડિવિઝન લખી દે પછી સબ્જેક્ટ લખી દે પછી કયું સેમ છે એ પછી કઈ બ્રાન્ચ છે એ બસ બહુ થઈ ગયું પછી ટીચર ને કીધું ટીચર કઈ બી પ્રોબ્લેમ હોય તો મને કોલ કરી શકો એના માટે ફોન નંબર
The site itself has been cleared out, but you gotta clear out all the opponents if you want to stick the defuse.
Second headshot from NDG is monstrous, and now it is all LB more up on the ropes.
અરે રિવ્યુ તો આવતું રહે છે રિવ્યુ તો આવતું રહે છે
NDG.
આ ઓલો ક્યાં જતો રહ્યો ભાઈ આને આને
Another
શું
pistol
કરવે આને
round,
માર
3-2
કાઢી
across the set now.
મ્યુટ થઈ ગયો છે બીજું કઈ નહીં
Great mid rounding from both teams. Team Secret, they get the initial
શું
contact,
ખબર
they recognize
નીચે
that
ક્યાં
Jen
બેહી
has
ગયો
given
છે
a
રૂક ને
flank, so they
હું ફોન કરી દઉં
immediately press the issue, try to push forward as a death ball. Now, meanwhile, RRQ, they're not able to stick with it anymore, but just so they can bring flips back over from B side, they decide to group and cover mid. Right, just to see if it's going to be a rotate, and that way they can still try to push the flank or at least put pressure on it. And initially it looked like it was going to work out, but the plant goes down. And then good positioning from Team Secret to make sure that they hold everyone at screens. Jesse Vash going over to the rafters. That was the big difference maker.
Yep, just absolute, basically zero investment for the most part here for the side of RQ as Jemkin does push his way out of tube.
Here.
Dashes, oh, back, still takes a couple shots. Jeremy knocking him down to 38.
You got the outlaw for Jesse Vash as well. So everybody in dire danger here to both the Guardians and the outlaw. Of course, buys across the board for Secret, trying to snowball things over for all the future rounds. And that's also kind of why they're playing a little cautiously, right? You can't just have someone on an aggressive lurk just with a pistol, anything like that. You want to be able to stick as five, keep as many of these weapons going forward.
Recon at the ready. Only more waiting patiently.
The timing of this will be so crucial.
See if he gets anything at all, any kind of inkling that they're moving forward. Catches a good timing on this one. Yes, okay, drone over the top.
30 seconds left.
No delay, does get darted there. It's push into the corner, into the instant headshot there on an X-Barrel flips. Able to find two. The reload though, so can't quite find a third, but Jemkin with covering fire will be able to take him down. So already, very bloody here. And Secret suffering more losses than they certainly would like to have on this approach. Can they find more? The push up back, able to take him down, gets both kills collected. Be a Guardian and a Bulldog held onto, maybe swap out for different guns. The ping's down, but NDG can't get there in time, so it'll be the outlaw picked back up. Decent damage dealt, but still a 2-0 start for Team Secret.
Yeah, I mean, just because it was buys across the board, it's going to be a little costly, like you said. And while the recon bolt was delayed thanks to the drone, they just aren't able to check 4 flips, right? A little too distracted by Elmimore in the back of sight. And so a lot of damage done. Now, we saw initially considering a couple half armors here and there, but eventually everyone will buy down to the full armor. They'll give up one piece of utility each to make sure that happens, recognizing that the Outlaw is still a threat on the other side from Team Secret.
Jeremy checking, watching over there. Pipes to see if anybody's going to poke their head out. Meantime, double push up. Jesse Vash, Borkum investigating over towards B. See if they can spot anything out.
Hello, Param.
Scene. We'll just go ahead and back away.
फोन नहीं उपाड़ता यार ये फोन नहीं उपाड़ता हुई क्यों लागे
as well, so relatively safe and mid. Now they won't spot anything with the drone.
मने उड़ लागे हुई क्यों
Tag right at
फोन
the
नहीं
end.
उपाड़ता
Now, of
भाई
course, they're also still holding on to green. You still got that one
घेरी
way. So no reason to over-rotate from RQ, but the question is can you hold on to the site? Because if the execute's good, it's a bit of a pain here on A.
Not wanting to reveal his position.
भाई फोन करो भैया फोन नहीं उपाड़ी दिया यार स्ट्रीम में जेके बिजी चालू जाएगी तो लैपटॉप में भाई चांस भाई डिपॉजिट
losing out on Elmi more. As they will go ahead and get themselves online.
And that decision not to shoot out the 0 point, that made the difference, right? Not able to spot out Jemkin. He's able to cover for his teammates. Flips got flashed and then, of course, dashed on right from Jeremy, but Jemkin still there to cover all angles from above, like a hawk in the sky.
automatic space करिस ना automatic થઈ
as
જશે
well. The crossfire. And the energy's coming back up.
तो तारे भाई तारे लैपटॉप में काम
is back as well.
Well, that's just the bonus round, so now it's going to be full firepower, full shields on the opposite side of Jesse Bash. The Hunter's Fury as well. He's used 2 so far and got kills off both of them. Got the ping there on the Jemkin, but given that it's the Jet, likely not worth trying to open up with that Hunter's Fury, so we'll just keep it pocketed for now.
Now Thrash on the side of Flips. Hasn't used it yet, so we'll see if it gets used at all this round, but they get spotted immediately, like you mentioned, so that means they have to give up pipes control. So no reason to try to push out for even more info. Trying to just hide the position of all teammates, just keep Team Secret guessing. They still got that
नाम चेंज कराने रेशी नाम चेंज कराने रेशी
parts around 2
नहीं
with the turret.
हाँ
Fully committed here.
हाँ
Their way down towards yellow.
जरा शीशा भी है
might just be able to rotate back around. Looks like that's going to be the call coming in from Jesse Vash. Suspecting the fight is going to be alone, but quick to replace here is
हमारे
Xfaro.
ब्लॉग जो है यार यार ब्लॉग नहीं बता दी दियो यार
Shifted over, and looks like they're going to leave Jeremy for position over on this A site.
पागल पागल
Otherwise, spike now planted.
Yeah.
So well set up for Jeremy.
Turret obviously not going to spot him.
भाई पर जे मानस की स्ट्रीम थी ये तो भाई क्या छे दिखा
whichever way he decides to first. It looks like he may just come across. Jemkin, yep, he does. Takes him down. And now this is such deep control here for the side of Team Secret, but NDG does end up falling.
Yeah, he goes above the grading as well.
The fuse held to half. Hunter's Fury across from Jesse Bash. Looking for the tag, managing to find 2. Would have gotten Elmi more, but it takes him down just a little bit faster. Flip Shadow now all on his lonesome, 24 HP. Not worth trying to play through this one, just has to hold on to the weapon. Will rotate out. Let's see if Jeremy can get the catches. He's ready to swing his way in. Flip's thinking better about it. Not wanting to give him that line of sight, just stay tucked away. He'll hold on to the weapon, but Team Secret will continue moving up.
Yeah, ever so necessary save there from the rifle, just so you can make sure that you have some semblance of a stable economy, or at least a hope for one. Now, Straya trying to abuse the kind of tip of that toxic screen against his opponents. He'll get the 1 kill, of course, the trade. But what was really smart from Team Secret is it's not an immediate over-rotate. They still use utility to tie them up in A, and then they still leave the lurk. That gives them that option that you will get the flank, right? I mean, Jeremy was able to move immediately as soon as the spike goes down, because that's when RQ starts sprinting over. Just a kind of multi-step plan. And now he's online once again here in Icebox.
Certainly feeling it.
Sambar.
Slacking a bit on Breeze with the Jet. The Rays looking very much reinvigorated on Split, but now Jeremy is kicking things off. For the team. Flip Shadow looking forward to avoid that drone before he finds the kill on the Borkum. Potentially, but Xfaro finding 1. Envy going to be taken down. He's now trying to peel away, but he's Vash moving forward. Finds
मुकी
Xpero.
भैया भैया ये आलू
Tucked
करिया
in the
रात
corner,
से
though. Gets rid of
तू
the
है
enemy
आप
jet.
आने से
Oh,
खबर
that's
नहीं
just
पड़ती
gonna be the
किधर
Dizzy
वगैरह जाए
connecting right as NDG tries to strike. Flips with 3. We'll get RQ to 2.
फोन करूँ तो फोन भी नहीं पड़ता
So far, it's been A site every single time. Sure,
यार
I mean,
परम
they eventually rotated over to B.
परम
But it's been the A pressure every single time, and they don't stop at pipes. They will always try to get some form of control right up to the site.
चल thank you लेकिन मुझे तो
Now, I like
साले
what Team Secret's doing, right? They're denying pipes control. That's great. But at a certain point, perhaps, you know,
तो रुक
maybe
जाओ
after
तारी
this
पीपीटी
round,
वो मारे से ना
start to
पीपीटी में
kind of
थोड़ा
slow things
चेंजेस
down,
करना को
maybe gain a
गाइस
little bit of mid, maybe a
गाइस
little
ने
bit of
अपने
green
पीपीटी
control. Don't have to commit
चेंज
to
करो
it,
गाइस
but you gotta put
जो
pressure.
77 कर दिया न्यू 77 थैंक यू तारो रोल नंबर हटे ने 15 नाखी देवानो परम ठाकुर ની જગ્યાએ પ્રજાપતિ વિજય કુમાર આઈએ
They're in kitchen, not really wanting to peek out, but we'll get the mark. Note that the jet is going to be rotating
ના
away
ના
from 2.
અબ્દુલ હા અબ્દુલ ને મોકલી દે બીજા તો બાકી દર્શને કોલેજ ગયો આજે
Breathe a little bit more easily in
Huh?
regards to mid now, but it's A that's getting ready to receive an immense amount of pressure. Flipshider set up
પણ
here.
લેક્ચર ભરવા શું કામ કરવા ગયો હતો તો
By
પછી
screens, all of his util still online. Decides to pull back even more.
સ્નેપ જોજે એનો
And that movement right there could have very well saved his life.
I like it. It's a good timer right at
तो
the
हो
back
भी
of his
नहीं है
mind because he's got that thrash. They already emptied the site anyway for a retake.
Spike planted.
But clear. Dizzy gone.
એ
Flash
રીડ
out,
ઓનલી
coming
ની
in,
પરમિશન
hunting
આલી
for a
છે
target. Orkham still playing forward. On top. Noted that.
101030070077 નંબર જેને નોટ કરવો એ કરી શકે છે
Flips does get noted by that.
कोई
Now
लड़की
repositions
इसको
just
देख
from the
रही हो
plant, and Flips is not ready. He was coming back to try to get that Dizzy. Gets punished for
हमारे
it.
शोलमेट्स
Up in, Jeff
Shoal
getting a quick
mates.
peek, trying to find the shot, can't make it
Shoal
happen.
mates.
Borkham stays alive, does get pushed forward, does get flushed out as Stray is able to find that kill. Now Emily Moore trading one back. Jesse Vash will fall. Times out on the behind value as Jimkin will get that elimination. Now he is all on to Envy. The hold's coming through. They're so damn low, but Jemkin will be able to keep them protected. Two members left standing. The op retained. RQ tied
આપડા
at
બંનેની
3-3.
સ્ટ્રીમ
I mean, nice try from both teams, but RQ comes out just a couple steps ahead.
ये ગણેશ ગણેશ છે
Xpero,
યાર
I'm not
હું
quite
ભાઈ
sure
YouTube
what happened there, but
ક્વાઇટ
it
કરું
almost looked like
તમે રમી લો
he found a way to get around that turret, maybe just
તમારું
found a
કામ
timing.
કરો હું તો
Didn't
ખાલી
keep my
આપને
eye on the lurk entirely.
મારો
So I
પડશે
thought that
આને
was going to be the difference maker. NDG was wise about it. Still
ફોન
checks it
ફોન
on the
કરીને દો
timing,
ને તો
takes
બી
out the lurk, but by that time, RQ had just slow crept in one step
ના
at
ના
a
રહેવા
time.
દે
Sure, it trades all the way through.
फिर मैं
They're able to
अकेला पड़
approach
जाऊंगा
the spike, and
गाइस
that's what mattered. Of course, it cleared a lot of that utility early as
भाई
well.
मैं
That
तो
was a big
अपलोड
part
भी
of
करना
it,
है बराबर
ruining some of that post plan.
હવે હવે ભાઈ જોવે જેણે જોવે જો ના જોવે તો કઈ
Knows
નહીં
that he's going to be
બરાબર
going up
મારું
against weaker
અસાઇનમેન્ટ
buys,
ખાલી
so
ડન
just go ahead and hold his ground. Gets the opening shot.
વન વોચિંગ
Just
બરાબર
waiting to see if anybody peeks their head out
બસ
towards Nest.
તો એ એનું જ છે વન
Round
વોચિંગ
approach
વન
here.
વોચિંગ એનું જ છે
Don't will stay low. Will get the tag here. Flipshider can back away. Wide peek out. Jimkin able to
શું
find the
ખબર
shot there.
ભાઈ
Sends another one moments before. Jesse
મેસેજની ચર્ચા વિચારણામાં હશે હારું.
to his crosshair.
એ ભાઈ સેવ
Shot's
કરી
gone,
કે
but
જતી રહી
Wiley, it's just
ઓય
tags here onto the members of
પીપીટી જતી રહી
RQ.
અરે યાર
The spike can get planted.
Gotta play it a little bit safe.
नहीं, नहीं, नहीं।
Yeah, wait for that retake.
Oh, Jesse spotted.
डिजाइन चेंज वेंज कहीं ना करवाना है भाई
Lockdown, even going to be committed.
You should run.
RQ very much wanting the lead for themselves. and it's
मैं
going to
મૂકી
knock
દીધું
them off the side
બરોબર
now. Invested.
મને
Xpero
કોઈ
pushing
કેવું
forward. Jesse
નથી
Vash
મેં
unable
તો
to find
મૂકી
the
દીધું
headshot.
અપલોડ બી થઈ ગયું અસાઇનમેન્ટ ડન
End up falling.
જેને જે કરવું એ કરો મને ફરક નહીં
Mark
પડતો
has been destroyed. Now in holding for the defuse. They get it up to half. And
એક તો કહું
they
છે
Xpero with a quick little second glance.
એટલે જ તો હું
Spots
કઈ
Borkham,
બોલ્યો
takes
નહીં
it
ને
down.
ભાઈ
Fragment from
ભાઈ
Envy.
ગણેશ
Go
ને
find
યાર
one.
ફોન કરો ને ભાઈ
It is going to be RQ coming away with this round victory. 3 in a row for the squad as they take the lead.
I mean, again, it's just that ace site over and over again, and yes, Secret is famous for doing that against certain opponents, and it's worked in the past,
It
but...
was on Haven, though.
It was on Haven, first of all, with 3 sites, and second, it's just, you know, the Killjoy setups in mid, they just haven't been disrupted much at all, and sure, you've been able to pressure B a little bit here and there, even in the first round, but for the most part, yeah, they can just kind of chill there with the one-way, right? Estrella can buy so much time knowing that he should be comfy. So perhaps after all these times, right, it's several things. RQ, their retakes are now starting to work. They also know how to anchor depending on which utilities used first. You add the op now. So Team Secret, they're going to have to decide if they want to switch up the default at the start of the round.
ફોન કરું તો ફોન નહીં પડતો
Timeout
WhatsApp
call.
કોલ કરું તો
Team
WhatsApp
Secret.
કોલ નહીં પડતો
Trying to get them right back into the driver's seat. Nothing that can't be undone quite just yet. Still just a single round separating the two squads. they can come out swinging, as this is going to be a buy round for them.
Yeah, very
Go ahead and
neck
equalize very quickly.
See what the adjustment is, because of course after a timeout, surely the operator going to hold a different position here, whether it's going to be green or mid. Could be that push out from tube as well, but it looks like it's going to be a commitment over to the B side. This would be the round where Team Secret says,
ऊपर तो भी तो नहीं फोन
yeah,
करे
surely we
मतलब
don't
फोन
go
करे
in
तो
and get
फोन भी
another
तो नहीं
time,
करते
right? And then they go again.
And it looks like RRQ are kind of biting
ये
on that. It
करेगा
looks like it will be, okay, rather, Estrella will rotate over to at least be lingering a little bit closer by.
Okay.
Not quite as dire. Previously looked, and okay, just going to be the nano cleared out. Alarm bot's still standing. Second nano now set up there from Xfaro to try to slow up the approach should it's very much, you know, end up coming over to A, which right now it looks like it is.
Yeah, and you got that pit ready from the
बंद
Raptors
करे
as well.
बंद करे
So RQ, they've got things in place, right? They've got a little bit of mid control. They could go for the flank at any point if they wanted. They're still ready for the potential lurk. They have no reason to rush things out. Alarm bot's still alive on A. You'll have the pit. And you still have screens control.
Have the pit if they can avoid, okay, I was going to say the null command that is available here from Envy. So pit comes out first. Arrows popped. It's Jeremy just playing alongside this one here for now. Jemkin in the meantime gets the catch on the board, who's lurking over outside of green.
Jeremy would just so love to try to get a pick through the pit here. Try to shut things down on Evan, but he can't. So they'll get the plant.
फोन नहीं पड़ते
Very tough post to hold. A lot of it comes down to Envy.
He's holding, but he finds Flipshiner. Does manage to take him down. All other players getting blinded there by the Dizzies, and eventually he will be found as that wall drops. Jeremy can only find Jemkin. Otherwise, the cleanup will be swift. 2 kills there for Elmi Moore as Xfaro will sprint to try to recover the operator. The defuse can now come in. RQ will counteract, not allow for that timeout to lead to a round win. So now they stretch the lead very slightly. It's up by 2 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, the games are in place for sure after that timeout. Trying to guess where the op's going to go. Say that maybe this time is the time that it works, but didn't quite account for the pit. And of course, RQ, like you mentioned, it's not just the pit. I haven't heard Elmimore taken on after flips in a long time, but RQ's feeling the energy. We'll see if they can keep it up to the end, though.
Still a multitude of ults to work with there. Borkum's death does give him the pit. Bash with the Hunter's Fury. If he'll be able to work his magic, is assessing what they really want to go for here, and it's still a decent commitment as he does buy down to a Bulldog.
Not quite the read from NDG.
Clear on the turret. They're keeping that operator disguised for the moment. Borkum in a position where he may just end up getting caught. Try to rotate around, and he actually does manage to make it across unscathed. So now can get into position, drop his pit here for his squad.
Yeah, they'll get there fast, but the question is how do they hold the flank, right? Because the turret's no longer there, and that's a great double kill from Jeremy.
I mean, yeah, and Elmimore whittled down to 2 HP as well as they just sat there. I mean, Gunbarrel spotted, but Jemkin, they've got nothing to really flush him out into the open. Snakebite eventually will do it, but he's already low enough that it gets the kill itself. So 1 found, but still so much more to work with, and Vash is in a very disconnected position with a Hunter's Fury online.
Elmimore couldn't get the timing for the kill.
Away. Do they read this cubby hold? No, they do not. NDG takes down 2. Sheriff in hand. Now, Elmimore trying to escape, but will not be able to do so. Team Secret, a great reply. Dropped the round after the timeout, but come back in with a much more solid game plan. And love to see what exactly went down in mid, because it felt like Borkum should have been dead to rights, given that line that was being held by Jemkin.
Yeah, I mean, Jemkin might have been kind of peeking back and forth, perhaps through the tube, trying to make sure that he also doesn't get caught out. But all props to Jeremy here for making that happen. Opens up the site with the setup that he's received. And NDG holding a great close angle. Able to turn things around on round 9, trying to tie things up again. And here's the scary part. So now RQ has to focus on A side again, right? They tried to take some mid control, it didn't work.
God.
As Secret's ready for it.
I mean, he had the shot ready to go, but Jeremy just a bit faster. Flipshiner now in a very committed position. The drone coming up over the top will spot him out, and he just has to try to exit, but there's a Hunter's Fury. It won't even be necessary. Jeremy will be able to just go ahead and get the headshot. Elmimore now creeping forward, looking for more, ends up getting taken down. 5v2, and a call to just completely abandon the site. Team Secret And we'll go ahead and get this plant. We'll wait for that spike to detonate.
I don't know if he'll be able to carry over these weapons, though. We'll see. I mean, NDG might try to get a cheeky extra lockdown going here if he can try to find a couple extra kills.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of reasons to hunt. Xfero, the one person you probably don't want to come across, given that he's a little bit closer to having the lockdown, but only a few more rounds to play. Looks like widely Team Secret will just take this patiently, take this safely. We'll just hold on to all 5 as they get this flawless round and tie us up at 5-5. The desk was talking about it, you know. They felt like it was going to be likely that this ends up going to overtime, and right now, given how inseparable the teams are being, it does seem like that could very well be the case, but we kind of thought the same thing on Split.
Well, and we also felt that way both times that RQ played Gen G, and they never quite made it to overtime.
That's a good point.
So we'll see. But right now, Secret right back in command of the round-to-round pacing. Because, you know, after the timeout, they go for it again. That time, RQ reads it. But then they go for it again. RQ thinks, surely not after that one.
And looking to just go ahead and, you know, burn some of the cash that they've been stocking up on, hoarding it like a dragon. Jeremy going to be bringing another attack operator into the mix here.
Oh, with the Blade Storm as well, so might as well try to even things out. That'll make the tempo change a little bit unexpected for RQ. But again, whether they go A or not, Secret has command because RQ is the one left guessing. They're denied pipes control. They're denied some of their early util. And if they don't push out and clear that turret early, they're denied mid control as well.
Everything grinding to a halt, the silence. Filling the arena here. As both teams are making any noise. Stray sprays, 0 point, but otherwise just silence here. Secret thinking about what this approach is going to look like. Drift back across, full squad. Just join up now on this A side of the map.
Scanning ahead.
We're just sending that recon out. Does get cleared.
Yeah, that should give them a better idea of where things are going to be coming.
Over the top, knives now pulled. Jeremy rotating in, but doesn't read it, but Flips not able to nail this shot, but eventually will be able to get it done. More in the meantime, finding NDG, Pit now invested. Throwing the double swing out. Borkum doesn't manage to find Elmimore, but now he's all on his lonesome. The spike outside of the pit. Recovers it. Goes for the plant. Got one snake bite left to try to utilize. Does eat a little bit of damage there from Estrellas. Can he clutch this? For the rush in, and oh my god, right as he goes to exit the pit, he must have been able to see the gun barrel, but Jemkin just right clicks for the headshot. And RQ, they will move up to 6.
Had to have been, because that's a crazy shot to take if it wasn't for it. But either way, great pacing there from the duo that remained alive from RQ, not wanting to give Borkum a chance to reposition and play the mind games in his own Viper's Pit. They'll barely hang on to the lead. We'll see if they can catch on to it. Things look dicey from Flips. Eventually, though, he gets the jet. That's the important part, so it doesn't keep flying around the site.
Yep, just a tiny bit of gun.
Now RQ, once again, back to the op setup on B. And, you know, kind of hoping that it's not going to be that A hit. You know, they'll be prepared for the retake with the Thrash and the Hunter series. They can afford to play a bit of a weaker A site this time. And Team Secret, a bit of a change here. Just allows for the dart to ping out. They want to get ready for a pinch on A.
Feels like for maybe the first time, and we've seen some sightlines drawn towards mid, but never really a push like this from Secret. So a bit of a change up here. Just how committed to this they're going to end up being is NDG eating a little tiny bit of damage there.
Gotta watch out on this window.
Placing sentry.
Heard the rotation across. Jemkin for now still just alone on that B side. He's going to have to rotate over quickly as Flipshot are going to be taken down. That's a Thrash now out of the equation. Elmimore eventually is able to find Jeremy with the spray to try to equalize, but now Xfero trading up. NDG gone. That interrupts and very much makes Jesse Vash second guess this plant position. Spraying through, and Elmimore finds it. Hunter's Fury not necessary.
Now it's a
players are
deep
killed
lurk as
off.
well.
This very much changes up the game plan. Have to commit in for the stick, but that gives him the tag. Borkum trying to escape, but the final shot from Elmimore will not be able to find its mark. And V Forward spot needs to open things up here for the team. And this 2v3 and it does.
One
Gone, but
enemy
Sparrow
remaining.
just lurking around the back. The wall drops. And Sparrow, his contributions not needed. RQ with 3 members left will be able to close out this first half 7-5.
Yeah, the mid kill onto NDG was huge because we saw that the Killjoy was nullified, so that turret wasn't going to have much value. It still gets taken down. NDG is trying to draw aggro out so his teammates can plant onto the site. But of course, that makes Xfero very well aware that he has to clear that flank before he's able to assist his teammates in any way, shape, or form. The lurk battle comes in favor of RQ, and that 7-5 lead for the Indonesian squad. See if they can get that first victory. It's been a long time, like the Desk talked about as we were preparing for this match. And RRQ, a lot of people wondering what really was the true power level of RRQ at kickoff. Sure, Gen G, they looked like they continued to improve, but could that have been RRQ, right? So many questions on a lot of people's minds. And if they want to prove that the potential was there, they got to make sure that they can close out a best of 3 first of all.
Sure. I mean, like Ewok was saying during their interview on the analyst desk, you know, we consider that we're still in 7th place until proven otherwise. This would be the first step in proving that. Team Secret are certainly looking to test them and keep them as low in the standings as they possibly can. 7-5. Not much of a difference between these squads. Secret, 1 additional pistol round win so far. Let's see if they can add another one to the mix here. And just immediately cut that gap in half.
All right, Secret, see if they try to do a little bit of that aggressive push on the A site. You know, at the end of the day, the overall idea being the same for both of these teams as they both still have that Silva. It's not going to be super aggressive like the KO Geckos, but of course you can still get a little bit of that early info control. Try to set up your jets for success.
0 point forward. I believe it got the catch onto anyone. And we'll just move up, grab that orb. In the meantime, chasing from behind. We'll get the tag on him.
They haven't checked for Jeremy, though. Still hidden on top of the screen.
And this could be a very unpleasant surprise here for RRQ. There you go, makes his presence known. Now they note it, but clearly not everybody getting the memo there. Flipshatter still gets taken down, but Jemkin able to find 2 before getting traded out by NDG. While top, Xfero. Sheriff is able to find Jeremy. Gets them into a better position. Swings back around the side for the headshot. Borkum now, the last one standing. Everybody low on health.
Spike planted.
The classic, can he manage to make it happen? Snake bite gonna be thrown down. The wide swing coming across. He will be able to get the bite kill there onto Elmi Moore. Sheriff and a Ghost will be retained as RQ. They tie it up 3-3 in pistols across this series, and they stretch the lead even further.
Yeah, this is as close as it gets. 3-3 on pistols is a crazy stat line. Really just goes to show, and I think everyone that was trying to predict this match all around the world, everyone agreed it was 50-50. It's just where you put a little bit more faith, right? What do you weight a little bit more? Is it just the stats that we saw at kickoff, or is it what you think is going to be the interpretation of the roles and the comps? And right now, I mean, both teams, I think, subverting some of those expectations on both fronts. But nonetheless, a very tight match. But maybe RQ can change that up now that they are on for the anti-eco.
Jeremy dropping down. Estrella certainly will have heard this. As a couple shots go his way. Now he's going to look for the catch. He does find it. Nicely, patiently played out. Moves up with the goods. Jeff, though, getting overwhelmed back yellow. Does end up falling, but Shredder will be able to take out Borkum there. As Jesse Bash still wanting to fight, pushing forward, gets the dink there onto Xfero, who can be finished off by NDG with a recovered Vandal. Things very scrappy, very dangerous here for RRQ. Selby Moore still far forward, getting hunted. Gets another weapon recovered.
That's what Elmi Moore wanted to protect, but yeah, now you don't really have a choice. Now your positions are good, right? You've got Defender spawn, you got the spike planted. So Elmi Moore just has to play for time.
Goes the challenge. Recon quickly cleared out, gets the headshot on the one. Can he find the second? Sends out a warning shot, but Envy continues the challenge. Finds the kill, but now he himself in a 1v2. Spike already planted. It's against 2 Bulldogs. Just a quick little fake tap there on the rope. 0 point at the ready. Stop some of this post-plant util from coming through, but Bosch already thrown down. Wingman going to be cleared out. He does get the suppressor. The snake bites can't come into play for the moment. Tap on the spike, swings out, finds one. Is he ready, though, for the approach on a bomb? And he is! 4 bullets but no time! Such incredible efforts from the side of Envy, but Elmi Moore, like you said, had to play time. He bought enough of it, got that kill as a parting gift. And it just wasn't enough to work with. So RRQ, they do get the round win. They lose everything in the mix there. But Team Secret just knocked down another peg.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're an RQ fan, though, I would say that that round starts to show a bit of the same concern, because that was a round where the team wasn't all on the same page. Were they going to back out or not? Are we going to stand fight or not? You have the rifles. You don't want to give that over, and that starts to spread you thin. It's going to cost you this bonus round. You do have the Soul Vandal. We'll see if they can make a miracle out of it to try to keep the lead.
Oh, my God.
Oh, goodness.
Jeremy very much lucky to get away with his life there. Jesse Bash does find Elmi Moore for his trouble.
Yeah, basically says, don't bother my son. Shuts him down.
Now just flush against the wall. Envy right there alongside him. Triple threat crossfire set up there on that A site. RQ, though, not going out of the same playbook as Team Secret. They will inch towards the B site this time. Wall goes up.
They can get the plant down. Will be the Thrash available, whether it's this round or the next. Now they've got mid control as well, trying to back out from the utility.
I like this, though. It's just a tap on the spike. Try to draw out what util they can get. So, bite down. Borkum revealing that he is going to be playing back at Snowman.
So they have mid control, so they're considering rotating over because of the time, which I don't mind that in and of itself. But will they have the leisure to clear out the site? Because Jeremy is still there.
Yeah, it can still very much shut down all hopes and dreams of getting that spike planted as Estrella. Not going to be noted by the drone, but by the 0 points. So they know that there's still some forward presence here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of assumptions for RQ. They're hoping that their movement out has kind of made this site a little bit weaker. It's not going to be the truth.
Okay, well, Flipshed are going to be taken down as the spike interrupted. Plant not through. 10 seconds now remaining. In the hands here of Xpero, but now Estrella finding NDG. Push forward. Borkum is able to get Estrella. That's the spike planted, or it seemed like it shouldn't have been possible for them to have that one come through. Playing together now.
Not checking for mid.
No, they are not. Turn back, look towards kitchen. Jeremy now just on the opposite side of this wall, and as Jemkin swings back through, he will fall. Team Secret able to close out this round. Bonus not converted here from RRQ. Only 2 members lost, so overall could have been worse for wear.
Yeah, I mean, on both sides, right? Things could have gotten a lot worse for RQ as well. You could have just not gotten anything, quite frankly, on this round, given how the anti-eco went. Still got the plant down, still got the Thrash online. Got a couple of kills, forced Team Secret to have to buy up once again, making sure they can't just start banking up all the way to infinity.
Just the instant nade death.
Yeah. The thing that Team Secret will also have to recognize is they're also getting a little antsy, right? Trying to just shut down the plant and then giving up an extra kill here and there. So hopefully the players discussing that and coaches hopefully liking what they're hearing in the comms. Gonna be that forward control. The ping won't happen as that dart's a little bit too deep.
Yeah, not quite on the corner of the wall, so Jeremy can go unnoted for now, given the noise made earlier. Got a decent idea. 0 point just to cancel the rest of the drone there.
Well, that means that
had
they
to drop off.
Yeah, now they have to respect that Thrash as well, right? They have to respect the space they gave all the way up to the front of pipes. So Team Secret, it's either empty the site entirely or try to flood it. And that has left mid entirely open for Jemkin, no matter where they go.
There's a ping down on tube, but I'm not necessarily sure if it was under tube or on tube itself. Either way, they have to be aware that there's going to be somebody in kitchen. Thrash now going to be coming through. For any kind of target, we'll just go back around over towards Flip so he can get the quick recovery.
Oh, the drone and the turret to
drone.
Clear him out.
Okay, he'll just go ahead and clear both. Xfero take it down in the meantime, trying to go on that deep forward push in towards the A side, but Jeremy very much privy to it. He's able to find that elimination.
Can't do it.
Man advantage there for Secret. Is widely, I think they just have to wait for the ult to come back up here for Flips, which it is now available. Man gets the plant across. They have a chance at this post plant, but oh, Jeremy makes it that much more difficult for him. Jemkin taken down. No command now going to be invested here.
Oh, that no command is going to be huge. The Thrash can't be used. You just have to hold on to yellow with your guns.
Hit Envy on the floor. Flipshider trying to rotate around, get himself across the side of that fragment, but he just ends up dying to it, and it's a catastrophic mistake. As the res was in, and in the end, it's still 4 players alive retaining their weapons here for the side of Team Secret. Just not able to get across that. There's no safety on that side.
Yeah, I mean, just trying to decide which way he wants to peek out for an extra kill, but like you said, that means he stays in the middle way longer as well. Takes too many hits. Elmimore a little shaky on that last fight as well. So surely, okay, it's going to be a timeout. Gotta imagine from RRQ. Because you're probably hearing a little bit of that breakdown, right? A little bit of the discrepancy on what the call is, a little bit of discrepancy on, you know, what value do we hold right now? Do we want to hold on to yellow? We still have mid control from Jemkin, things like that.
Haven't seen any intervention from Ewok on this map quite just yet, but now that they're back within touching distance, only 2 rounds separating. Yeah, wants to get in here and clean up whatever is going wrong on stage. So a moment of reprieve, perhaps, here for Team Secret. 2 rounds picked up in a row for themselves to make this just about neck and neck once more. We'll take a look as we get ready to go back into this, what the economy looks like at the moment here for RRQ, because, you know, going into the second half, even with the wins, they have not been clean. And as we can see, the buy isn't either.
Yeah, it's just going to be a full half buy here. Or, yeah, just a half buy, I guess is a better phrasing for that. And the thing is sure, you've got mid control a couple times, but it hasn't really meant much in the grand scheme of things. Team Secret is very well aware of how much space they have given in mid. And curious to see if RQ continues to try to utilize it, if they think they have better ways to utilize it, or if they start to just stack the numbers a bit more in their favor on the execute. Now this time we will see a turret ready. So NDG going to position himself to cover both B site and mid. Allows everyone to be ready for a hit onto A. They recognize the half buy coming in.
I hear that dash. Heal out onto 1 there, but for now it's just blind spraying through walls. Looking for any kind of straight connections they can. Fragment out to try to interrupt, but Plant has already come through. Just a moment too late, that util there, but more ability still going to be found. Flips it straight up, both peaking so damn low, and yeah, that's just going to be a very swift and dominant retake here from the side of Team Secret. Not losing a single player. Envy, sure, down to 1 HP, but unless you're dead, doesn't count. So that's going to be Secret now, closing this gap even further. 9-8. We have to suspect that this is the round that the timeout is for. RQ, get ready to come back in with a purchase.
See what value they can get out of it. Both sides, 1 away from the lockdown. Bladestorm is available as well. So you can't really rely on the ult cycles to be in your favor at any point. They're always going to match up against each other. So it has to be the reads from round to round. Now that one, sure, you know, it's off the timeout. You expect the half buy on both sides. So you can chalk it up to Team Secret just having a good read on the econ. Now it's going to be that early push onto green. No lurk on the side of A, mind you. So a big commitment here.
Drone cleared. Jeremy noted up on top of yellow. There's a recon dart from Jesse all the way at top mid. Does get the ping out on the 2. So they know that there is a decent amount of players on this side. Shider getting tucked away. Play safe here is Elmimore eating even more damage. Knocked down to 75 and flips. Oh boy.
Jeez.
What a wild jump out.
What in the world?
The man is just an absolute lunatic between the fragment and this.
I mean, the fact that he has more health than Elmimore as well. Elmimore just took all those shots to the toxic screen the entire time.
Just getting absolutely destroyed, and that is not how you want your round to start.
Team Secret should be fairly prepared for this. They'll go ahead. Of course, the orb having been taken, the lockdown, and the pit as well. So RQ just wanting to try to keep the lead. Surely they use the pit. Is the lockdown not quite available just yet for NDG?
But not being sent, but Wingman in a very odd position. Does end up getting taken out. Tap onto the plant there from Flips. I mean, it's just so damn low, but it's going to be Jesse Bash. Somehow that falls first here in this round, and straight able to find that kill. We're out on the nanos, but Spike still not committed here.
The pit doesn't give you too much room to work with for the plant. Now finally they're dwindling the numbers though.
That'll certainly help. Yeah, Envy going to be taken out. They could just try to go ahead and flood retake this one. They're going to try to swing their way forward into the pit, but it's just an absolute shooting gallery. As RQ, I mean, just about every disadvantage they could have been handed early on in the round without somebody dying. do manage to scrape by with that victory. They keep Team Secret at an arm's length distance at the moment. So once again, moving up by 2 to get themselves to 10-round wins.
Yeah, overall, kind of a good idea from both sides, right? Team Secret, sure, their econ's fine, so they wait for that last attempt to plan. If you can just take out the spike, then that should give you the round win. Meanwhile, RQ using that against them. Make sure that they dwindle the numbers first, and then you just spam through pre-fire on that potential retake of the challenge.
I mean,
now the op online.
Tell me more. That's the second time he's gotten wall banged in that position while doing that same drone. Now he's down to 54 HP.
Gotta be careful where you activate those. Well, for now, at the very least, he's still alive. The utility can assist. Now, cutting noise for the time being, but nothing sighted in mid. So, Team Secret, they've already shifted the op over to A. That side's well covered. Still 2 members on B to delay.
Alarm bot triggered there. It's quite going to be sent in. Wingman going for the plant, however. Quite a little bit too deep to actually get the kill. So, plant is in. The full 5v5 for the retake. NDG with the lockdown, though, could cause some chaos. Selby-Moore still 2 away from having that Hunter's Fury, so they do not have an easy clear on this.
All right, the double flank around mid, though. They've always only sent 1. Going for the double, and it's planted for mid as well. So if they can just get 5.
Flips. He's giving his life for the cause. Pushes forward far enough to be able to find that one, but now Selby-Moore going to be finished off. And Xpero caught NDG, so cognizant of that flank coming in from mid. Strikes him down, swing out back yellow. As Jemkin's the last one standing, but not for very long. Only the singular kill on to Borkum. It's a fairly decisive and quick retake. Team Secret will continue to hang in there.
NDG gets both on the lurk. I mean, they try to send a failsafe there, and he just understands my job is to make sure that there is no flank. I mean, surely after they see the spike plant location as well, somewhat aware of it, but how does he read the second?
1 enemy remaining.
Just incredible.
Nice, boys.
So very clean here. As there you go, another timeout now. Only 3 rounds separated here from RRQ. The pressure heating up now.
You have to imagine if you're on the side of Secret, though, it feels good to draw out these timeouts so close to each other. You know that the pressure's getting to them. You see how they're playing in the round, and now you got to imagine that they're probably a bit flustered during the timeout. I mean, one of the things that we got to talk about with the coaches during some of the timeout episodes didn't quite make it into the final cut, but was also about just how precious the timer is in a timeout, right? You don't get to just sit around and discuss things. It's about just sending a message, getting maybe one piece of feedback back and forth, and then you got to move on with a couple extra steps of plans and really set up your players for the mid-rounding, the round-to-round adjustments, everything in just a span of 60 seconds. So curious to see if Ewok's going to be happy with the message he was able to share.
It's a hell of a lot easier when all you need to tell your players is turn your brains off. So.
Some teams just have it easier, man.
Let's see if any of it's lost in translation here from Ewok to the rest of RQ. As, again, I mean, Alt Economy is swinging back around here for Secret at the moment. A couple crucial ones nearly there for RQ. That Hunter's Fury, that Thrash, just single charge away for both those players. As, I mean, Jeremy, he's like, well, where's the drone? The wall goes up and then the drone comes out. Where's the drone?
Well, then 0 Point also only tagging the 2 members. So RQ, looked like their original plan was to try to pressure the operator, then send the main forces into A, then kind of rotate back around, but it gets spotted out early, so they have to reset. Now it's just death ball into A site. Now no command available for the retake, and the pit too if they want to use it for the defuse. So RQ, they got to decide before they go in, are we pushing out or not? Because you're not going to have much time to decide afterwards.
Invested bite goes down, and DG just out of range of that Mosh. So just tucked away here at backside. Like to have one tap on the Jemkin. Does get flushed out there as Flipside is able to find the kill, but Borkum quick to reply. Laying up on the back Raptors. Gets that headshot now. Drops down, looks to take a much more aggressive position. Swings back out. Able to find Xpero. Finds Selby-Moore, and that is the cleanup. Timeout be damned. Team Secret once again just swoop back in onto the site. The fuse is theirs. 1 player lost. Cash aplenty. And now we are tied up at 10-10.
Once again, I mean, Team Secret, right? They had the things like the null command. Sure, you have the operator on the side, but you have the Blade Storm. Everything is there for a potential retake.
Oh, my God.
I mean, that was kind of the deal breaker, because otherwise Jemkin's position was pretty good to give them time for a good post-play scenario. NDG making sure that he becomes the wild card for Team Secret, and now they've tied it back 10-10.
Caution here.
I mean, the first time that they've had the lead since round 5 here, Team Secret.
Oh, Jeremy. Shots across the straight down to 85, but still alive. Noting a multitude of players there. Hit now just invested Borkum, wanting to make this B side of the map completely unassailable for them unless they go under tube.
I really like this pit.
He's lurking through this one.
Oh no!
And this could be catastrophic. 2 players already down. Sparrow jumping back, answering spray, trying to find anything that he could possibly get, but for whatever reason, the spike now stranded. Does get picked up. Jeremy aware of this, sends out some shots, and Borkum, he'll find him in the end right as he exits.
Here.
Flip Shutter on the other side. Jeremy would love to try and confirm as to whether or not that spike is still on the ground or if it's been recovered. They just know that Flip Shutter was in the radius of that 0 point. In the garage here for now.
Flips is just waiting for someone to peek out, but again, there's no reason to. So it looks like it's just going to be a save here if they can help it for RQ, but not exactly a safe position for it either.
Not at all. Jemkin now sat back here in the attacker spawn. See, spots ahead of 1. He's able to go ahead and take that down. But I don't think he has. Maybe he has no idea that Envy is just on the opposite side. And DC now getting ready to push. There's the swing out. Shot goes a little bit wide. Jemkin will be able to find Envy, but Borkum will get himself a third as Team Secret regained the lead 11-10. Game plans here for RQ just not coming to fruition. You know, we've seen teams in the past, you know, a pit comes down. It's like, okay, well, they won't expect us to try to flush him out of this one. Team Secret, they expected it. They were absolutely ready.
Yeah, I love the extra touch to keep Jeremy in there. Right, that way the Viper's pit can still be safe. You can still make sure that you hold a cheeky spot. And overall, they still had the Killjoy set up all on A. They were ready to stack A if there was a rotate. Team Secret is looking better and better round to round. Multi-step flowcharts here for the defending half.
Results still not coming through quite just yet. There's one. Thrash try to lead the charge. I mean, yeah, just bringing it back around for the quick recovery. Take a couple extra steps forward here. But I mean, this is right now a game of inches by RQ.
Yeah, doesn't give you much though. Sure, Hunter's here on both sides. But you have so much to clear. Shock Dart's not clearing any of it.
Yep, still 2 nanos available, but just on the outskirts is that wingman with a Hunter's Fury as well as that Sync Bite lobbed in. Plant cannot come through, so now going to be scooped up. Flipshiner be able to put the spike down. 5v5. RQ look to try to retie things here at 11-11.
Jemkin was spotted when he tried to push out of rafters, so we'll see. TS is wise about his position once again. It's going to be the same spot. The flash is good.
Flashes in to Borkum. Does manage to stay alive. It's a little bit of damage, but then also comes back around, finds a stray. Elmimore catching the lurk forward. Gets rid of Jeremy.
Last player
should absolutely have heard NDG. Yep, they know exactly where he is. The drop down. It's a matter of whether or not he can try to clutch this one out, but time is going to be dwindling. Have to get himself onto that spike pretty much right here, right now. Can still do some significant damage, though, as he finds Flips. Nick Sparrow will bring that one to an end. 11-11, we are tied up once more. Make a wish. So once again, have no idea who is going to be taking this map win, who's going to be winning this series. Both teams just fighting tooth and nail for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Secret, I mean, they seem to have a couple extra steps to try. I mean, of course, they had to come a longer way here to try to retake the lead, or at least keep it tied up. So a couple extra rounds, right, where they're one step ahead, but not enough to stay ahead fully in the half. Now, Hunter's Fury still online for Elmimore. That's going to be huge here for RQ. They're also just 1 point ahead in terms of getting close to that lockdown. Now, if you're RQ, I would love to see them still send the Hunter's Fury, as I was saying that, regardless of waiting for a potential lockdown in the next round.
Not the way that you want to start things off.
Deploying drone.
Flips dead. So much of your util, your corner checks gone. your quote-unquote easy plant.
Now, something we haven't seen either team really do is try to clear out the util on B, get the plant, and aggressively push into B. Now, part of it, of course, it's not the KO get-go. You don't have as much aggression, but that has made it difficult for both teams to try to hold on to this B side in a very stable manner.
Scanning ahead.
Dart out, wall goes up. Welcome again.
Early lurk from Estrella.
Sends that as Sparrow moves forward, does get the plan across, and NDG going to be taken down. Estrella with that lurk, as you were mentioning, does come up with a huge pick-off. DG's been the one keeping the team honest. No, he saw the gun barrel, but Jeremy still just continuing to swing out. Finds the punish. That's the Viper now gone. Lockdown does buy space and time here for RRQ, but now a 3v4 to try to keep this defended. They don't have very much post-plant utility aside from Elmy Moore with this Hunter's Fury.
You got to rely on that. You just have to get to that match point.
Fair point out, there's Hunter's Fury on the back and held to half in Be Gone. Jemkin able to pick off Jeremy moments before. Sparrow goes in through this time. No NDG to keep tabs on this. He finds the kills in RQ. They get themselves up to match point.
Despite the situation, one of the more calm rounds we've seen from RQ. Very just cold-hearted in terms of what they needed to do for the win condition. First of all, an early alert, they know that they've been getting picked off if it's late. Second, they go for the Hunter's Fury. Jemkin still covering the Sova as well, but understanding that the half could have been done, they send the flank once again. And now finally, that counter timeout from Team Secret. But it almost looks like it's Ewok's timeout. He's going at it on his screen.
Oh, I mean, at this point, they have RQ a good recovery despite the very rough beginning of that one, losing out on Flipscheider. It seemed like maybe that was going to cost them dearly. But that alert from Estrella, even though he doesn't get the, he does get taken down by Jeremy, he can try to keep that off a little bit more honest. Pick on the NDG, he's been the one that's been responsible for keeping track of those flanks coming through. Allows for Sparrow to find an immense amount of value there right at the end of the round. Now Secret needed this one here to push us into overtime. The desk was talking about how likely it is, but ults, none available for either team.
All of it used up. NDG just about the closest one. Of course, Flip's close to the Thrash as well, but 2 points, not something that you can really bank on within the round, not something you want to greed for sure.
Yeah.
Placing swarm grenade.
Lockdown from NDG could be there if he finds some solid impact. Now it's just going to be playing back, like you said, going aggressive, trying to hunt to be able to get those charges online. Could very well be your undoing, so see if they just come to him naturally.
The early Nano Swarm used in mid towards Boiler, but the turret this time sitting in kitchen, right? That's plagued them a couple times. So Team Secret just trying to make sure that they're not caught off guard. This way they can focus a little bit more on the site, only worrying about under tube. This time, a very classic 4-1 setup. Still a full minute on the clock. This is exactly where RQ wants to be as the attackers. Meanwhile, on Team Secret, starting to get a pretty decent read given the utility usage.
Dizzy up over the top. Rotation's not yet beginning here for Secret. As they are going to be, they're very wary about this potential lurk forwards. They actually have double coverage. Watching out for Xfero, but he is playing so far back.
Yeah. A lot of utility still in the hands of Team Secret to delay the plant. I think that's what they're banking on.
Elmy Moore has now dumped everything. There's Amashi into the back here, trying to flush them forward. Well, flushes them forward enough that they can get an angle there on that wingman, and Jeremy's patience has paid off. Xfero dead. Flash out, drop down off top of yellow. See that position, but the spike gets planted all the same. But the man advantage is there for Team Secret.
Thresh online. That's the biggest hope right now because you can't go for another lurk after Jeremy stays alive.
Flashes out. Flipshider going to be taken down. No chance of using that one again. Fragment down. Envy finding the kill. The swing out. Jesse Bash gets the headshot. We are tied up once again, 12-12. The disc prophesized it. The teams have delivered overtime here in our opening series of the day.
What patience from Jeremy. Just the fact that you have full faith that it has to be this, because if it was a death ball, if it was a 5-man, surely there is more action. Surely there's something more going on B. That there just wasn't. They stopped at yellow. They didn't attempt the plant. They didn't attempt to draw more utility. So I will still stick around. My teammates still have utility to delay, and it pays off. Tenfold for Secret, now bringing it back to overtime.
Overtime to settle it all. Another timeout awarded to both of these squads. Let's see who has to pull the trigger on that first.
Another round to go A for Team Secret. Yeah. Looks like that's going to be the plan.
That's why you got 4 players from RPQ on that side of the map right now. Jemkin see the flash, quick clear out on the dart. Won't note him, but with a 0 point, they have a pretty good idea.
Team Secret's been very good about denying any access to pipes. RQ, I don't think there's a single round where they were really able to hold on to it. They've tried to contest for it a couple times, but they've always had to kind of go to their next step B. This time it's going to be that mid-hold. Xfero has found some success with this during kickoff as well.
They very much want to make sure that they got rid of this alarm button, but it was recalled by Xfero. It's very nicely timed. Figures, well, if I place it again, yep, they'll hear that, but maybe I can draw even more utility out of them.
And now with the alarm button, he can try to stay focused up on the window, trying to play anti, it looks like.
DG just going to be creeping back, and now this does lead Borkum over towards that piece on the map. And DG gets the headshot in the end. Straight up at top mid, pushing up over, trying to see if he can get a spot, but he's already dipped out of there. Kill cannot be found. Flash is now dumped, and that is drawing all the attention from RQ back over onto the A site, including Flipshider.
Oh, what a fake. What a sell. The mosh, it's not going to be enough.
Not deep enough.
Oh.
Doesn't even find the angle. Even on the back end. An alarm bot would have gotten taken down, but yeah, just didn't throw it far enough. Now RQ. How did they get themselves out of this hole? Team Secret in such a strong position. Kurt set up, Dizzy up over the top, not finding much. You get the ping across there, NDG and Jeremy both being revealed, and Jemkin able to find 2. Borkum answering back, finds Flipshider. Jemkin, so much more work to be done. Drone at the ready. Gets one, pulls out the knives, finds Borkum, getting the ace, he absolutely does! Jemkin bails them out of such an absolutely horrific position to get the opening round win in overtime. Show me again. These two, okay.
But, and from there it's just absolute focus.
Unbelievable.
Send that out. Let it be heard.
We were all thinking it. He's just the one who said it.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, what a bailout for sure, because they got played on the map. They just absolutely got handled on map control. But Jemkin, that might have been the round that everyone's been waiting for since they heard the announcement of Jemkin being signed. Things like that.
Secret, can they continue to push back and persevere? Tying this up once again, or will RQ finally be able to break away from them and get that first win here of the season, of the year? They're on the dart. Borkum still going to be noted, though.
Poison's off.
Backs away. For now, still no forward presence. This time, though, RQ, they're playing this one out patiently, and that does keep Jeremy tied to that A site. He's suspecting that there's going to be that lurk once again. Now they all start working their way forward as NDG nearly caught with util in hand. Drops down, but Xfero still finding him. Borkum dead. The plant now in a 3v5 to keep themselves in this matchup, in this overtime. Otherwise, RQ They're looking to close out the series right here, right now.
Team Secret, they feel pressured. There's always been alert, so they want to push in fast.
They know that Jeremy's far forward. In the Cloudburst here, the swing out. Jemkin puts him down. Estrella gonna be traded. Jesse Bash able to find Elmi Moore. 2v3, spray through the box. Bash, a great read, finds it. Now he's in onto the spike. Flipshiner, the last one standing. Forces him off of it, and he gets the headshot to put him down. RRQ, 14-12, pushed to the absolute limit, but still standing tall. They get the victory here, their opening series of stage 1.
Very different opponent for sure, but it's been a long time coming since RQ's felt the confidence that they can close out a best of 3. And while it took overtime, today they do it. A couple of rounds where sure, the overeating comes through again, a little bit of turmoil in the game plan, but they calm things down. I mean, everything that you hoped for when this roster was announced, the rebuild. Jemkin, that amazing ace to really bail them out and keep them in the lead in overtime. And then a great call, a great finish by the IGL as well. From Flips, RRQ put one on the board.
What a series between these two teams. I mean, all the credit to Team Secret, playing that one close, you know, if not dominantly there, on split as well. The map that we thought, you know, once we went over there with RRQ out in front, this was just going to be a 2-0. They managed to show that, yep, they can, you know, reinvent themselves on that map. They can find wins after so many at this point, years. You know, it's been basically a year since they had a victory on that one. They managed to make it happen, and they just never really gave up. But fortunately for them, is RRQ standing just a bit taller here today with that win on Icebox. But there's plenty to break down, so we're going to go ahead and pass this back over to the analyst desk.
After 260 days over that, RQ finally have their first victory, and much deserved. We went into overtime, but Jemkin ended it all with an ace. And Valdez, will you join me in praising Paperthin a little bit here in his predictions?
It's pretty smart.
Heck yeah.
Yes. The overtime, the RRQ victory, he saw the lines, and it actually happened. I mean, Team Secret, they really showed up today. I really have to give them credit, especially, you know, through 3 maps. They got it really, really close here on Icebox, but RRQ, I think, you know, you're talking about the Jemkin ace. It's just a little bit of the, you know, the nail in the coffin right at the end there for the side of RRQ. When it mattered most, he was able to step up, and so many of these rounds were so close. I mean, it easily could have gone either way, but man, RRQ just barely able to clutch it out in the end.
Yeah, this was an insanely great map. I mean, these two teams always go back and forth. It feels like every match RRQ plays is extremely tight. And once again, you know, in overtime, just like kind of what we saw in LCQ last year against Zeta, it doesn't go nearly as long, of course, and they actually come out on the other side of it, but a lot of good things in some ways, but I still a lot to work on for RRQ. I'm very happy for Team Secret in the sense that they bounced back really nicely here after a difficult first map, had a great second map, kind of lost a little bit of their grip coming into the tail end of this one. But my concern now is that after such a rough week for Team Secret, like, how are they going to bounce back after this? Because it's been a really, really challenging week for them.
Yeah, that's a great question, but we did see exactly that happen in kickoff too, and they do manage to find a way to bounce back, and they did with a vengeance. And I think the real question is, like, how do they get over that finish line? They do bounce back, but it's not quite enough to cross over, and I could say the same for RRQ.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I think there's a lot to work on for both of these teams. Yes, it's very close. They know each other very well, but there's still a lot of mistakes that I'm seeing that need to be cleaned up on both ends.
Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest match, rather, to be honest, from both sides. I mean, even for RRQ on that second map, which was their choice, it was like really rough on the attacker side. They really couldn't get anything going, and Team Secret really shut it down. That felt like the first moment that Team Secret were, you know, hopping into the lead, taking control, and we really thought going into this Icebox that they were going to have a chance to pull this one back. Kind of happy that I didn't flip-flop, even though it was so close. You know, a new me here for the new year still. And yeah, I think that it's still early on, still the beginning of stage 1, and you know, we have a lot of hope for, honestly, both of these rosters, but at the end of the day, RRQ wins this one, but it was a really close match.
Yeah, RRQ does also continue the trend. They did not let their team down in the championship point build up. So Omega team gets another point towards championships. And here we go into overtime. RQ loves their overtimes. I feel like this is just a little trend for them.
They do. And part of the problem that we end up seeing is that, like, post plants were really a struggle for both sides. Like, RQ is doing a good job against Team Secret. Team Secret is doing a good job against them. And that means that's a good thing. That means that they kind of have an understanding of how both teams want to get themselves into place. They're finding good timings, good flanks, able to kind of get ahead of ultimates or utility and stuff like that. That's fantastic, but that also means that, like, post plants need to be a lot cleaner on both sides. Because usually if you get that plant down, like, that's the advantage now on your side. And neither team really able to fully capitalize on that.
Yeah, there were certainly a lot of messy moments in the post plant on the A site, even when Team Secret were going there over and over and over again. Sometimes they would hold it down and it would be easy, but sometimes it was just like all over the place. So you can see the MVPs here, both the Jet players, Jeremy and Jemkin. And yeah, I think Jemkin really did a good job to top it all off with a cheeky little ace there with his ultimate, and just did a great job.
I like how Jeremy overall has been stepping up. We mentioned this the last map. We see it again here on Icebox. This is the performance we want to see from Jeremy moving forward. And, you know, just the rest of the team synergy. Really, they just need to keep their energy up. We've remarked on this in the past, that Secret can be a little bit of a emotionally impacted team. You know, I think this applies to all